You are far smarter than you can ever imagine. There is no obstacle that you cannot overcome, no problem that you cannot solve, and no goal that you cannot achieve by applying your mind to your situation. Go on and
Happy Monday, everybody.
It's another fine Monday. This is our last Monday.
It's our last Monday.
What are we going to do with ourselves?
Year number 3 in the books. God dang it.
It's a good year.
What?
Year 3 was a good
it's
year.
a good year in the books.
Oh.
I'm Kiki, stupid ass.
I'm just Tone. I'm just Tone.
Welcome to Rip Radio. Real Talk, Uncesored on Rip Radio Network. Another fine Monday. Another victory Monday out this mother.
Victory for y'all?
Of course. Barely.
Barely, though?
Barely.
Did you struggle a little bit there?
We did. That wasn't supposed to be like that.
Okay.
That wasn't supposed to be like that. At all.
Well, it's all right. The Cowboys, they won. Eagles won.
Yep. Chargers game was amazing game. I liked that game. Did you watch it?
No, I did not.
You did not?
No, I did not.
They struggled.
I didn't watch an ounce. I really didn't watch an ounce of football yesterday at all.
No?
No,
Okay.
I was
so
let
me hip you. Let me hip you. KC won. I think did Ravens win? Barely. Did Ravens win?
That was the best defense they ever did all season.
Says Guitar String. Good morning.
Who come up with this?
Explain.
Guitar strings are white.
They are white.
And they stretch to their... They are.
No.
Yeah.
Are they like clear?
They're more like silver.
No, they're white. I got one at home. Acoustic. I don't know if you're talking about... If you're talking about electric, acoustic.
Okay, so his name is Guitar String today. Today, that's what we're doing. Today his name is
Dirty Guitar String.
Anywho, yes, my team won.
Did your team win?
Beat the Steelers for the first time in 2 years.
For the first time. That was a big deal.
And with a third-string quarterback at the end.
Speaking of quarterbacks that you couldn't believe pulled that shit off, Purdy handed it to Brady yesterday. Who is he?
He's a third-string quarterback. They didn't even put in the rookie that they drafted.
That's
they did
what
the third-string quarterback, the third-stringer guy.
Shut him out till a few minutes.
No, that was the Niners defense, and it proves the Buccaneers they're trash. They're done.
You already knew that though.
Not many people didn't.
No, and not like that, and not against somebody's third string quarterback. But their offense, they was still at home. They never got out and made it to the game yesterday. They never showed up.
Okay.
I really believe. A lot of people are going to be a lot of people of color are going to blame Todd Bowles for this. But it's like, no, this team had a window, a very small window, when they got Tom Brady, Gronk, and all these veterans in there. It's like you had a small window, and that window is like about an inch open right now.
That's what the draft is that's in here, because it's cold as a mug in here. That's the window that's causing the draft in here.
That's your Detroit Lions roaming through.
What?
Ooh.
And listen, and I ain't even get there yet. The Detroit Lions, not mine.
The Detroit Lions.
The Detroit.
I see how she cleaned that up now.
Here's the funny thing. What will happen
Shut
if
up.
the Lions and Cowboys been in the playoffs again?
It's a fair shot. Like Lions they showing up. It's a fair shot.
So
They not terrible.
but you're still gonna root for your Cowboys.
Absolutely. Even if I know, who knows what's gonna happen, because I called Dak yesterday, after the game or whatever.
How's he doing?
And he told me he gonna clean up all these interceptions he's throwing. He said, I got you, Kiki. Don't even trip. I said, appreciate it.
Yo, next time they're having a party, let's go.
Okay.
Go to a Cowboys party just so I can talk to Dak and a couple
You
of
gonna holler at him?
players. I got a couple questions. I got a couple questions. Okay. So,
Brady. Tonight is bike night at
Yes.
Red Crab for the block. So if y'all around here, y'all looking for something to do tonight and watch the game, Red Crab and Laurel has it. Block Burners Bike Night. It is the second week in December. I want to thank all that attended my little Christmas gathering over the weekend. Yes, I did. It's my Christmas exchange. Those who could not make it, I'll see you next year.
Okay.
Dope. Appreciate it. All the gifts. Everybody stepped up and did not bring aluminum foil and paper clips. I appreciate y'all.
Damn.
Question for you, Guitar String. Rippy's tickets
Sold out.
sold out.
All done.
Okay.
Yeah, that one come on. They sold out quick,
Well,
pretty
the
fast.
thing is, like I said, it's based off the venue. The venue, I was there doing a tech check, so it is small. So 70 is the max, but those who can make it, great. Those who can't, it will be recorded and presented on RipTV.live in a few weeks after that. So you can see the
Okay.
publicity
Well,
if you're
if-
unable to make it.
If you forgot the address,
Yeah.
13810 Old Gunpowder Road, Laurel, Maryland. That is on
It's Saturday.
December 17th. Saturday.
Saturday. You ready? Are you ready?
I'm waiting for my outfit to come in. Since we hosting, it's got to be some. I'm extra as heck, so
I'm not being extra. I'll leave that for you.
that's okay. I'm extra in real life though. So
Yeah, but
look, here's
I can only
my
imagine.
reindeer ears.
Really?
I don't know if you can hear my balls jingling.
That's what he said.
Oh, it's okay. But yeah, next Saturday is Rippy's.
What we doing afterwards? There's question marks. Like we
don't know.
going?
There is an after party. Actually, let me Google that.
Let them Google it.
There is an after party.
There's an after party. Okay.
Talk among yourselves once I find the information.
He said talk amongst ourselves.
We gonna talk amongst
Be a real
ourselves.
Qatari this
No,
morning.
for sure.
I'm a little tired, man. I'm a little exhausted. I'd rather be in the bed right now. This is one of them days where you just be like, I don't want to do it.
Well, that's every day. Like it's cold outside.
Yeah, it's a little chilly this morning. A little chilly. Got a little breeze on me, but it's okay. So talk to me about So check this out, y'all.
I got the information.
Okay.
You got it.
Yes, there is an Rippy's after party. It's at the Golden Bar and Lounge on 2917 Georgia Avenue. It's from 11 to 3 a.m. Free entry. There's drink specials, hookah. So if anyone's interested of going after the Rippy's event, again, it's the Golden Bar and Lounge, 2917 Georgia Avenue, Northwest, Washington, D.C.
I will put that up on the site, the address
information
with the
out there.
after party
That's the
information.
after party?
I'll put it up there,
Okay.
yeah, and I'll put it on the page and on the site. And if you could pin it on here, that would be dope. So
Yeah,
send it to me,
dope.
please. Thank you.
So that's the after party.
Yeah. Tone.
Kiki.
Walmart is closing.
Yo, they want y'all to stop that shit.
It's the season for that shit, though.
I think they just threatening. I don't see they just even closing their doors.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
y'all breaking Walmart's necks and hearts and pockets, stealing.
I mean, but I don't see Walmart closing. I think it's a scare tactic, but I don't see them closing.
You don't think certain areas?
Okay, certain stores in certain areas, yeah.
I don't think that they was implying like all. I just think that little area in Northeast, or that little small area
in Northeast. But
that
I think
Landover, maybe Landover.
whatever ones that are in those high crime areas, as you would say.
Y'all breaking their pockets.
Yeah. They're going to close. They want to. But I don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening today. All right.
Target.
Huh? They're going to move over to the Target?
Yeah.
Oh, Tone, did you read about the 3 cryptocurrency people that were?
I did. I've been
did you
watching
see about that?
They're all dead. Within 30 days or something like that?
3 leaders in cryptocurrency unexpectedly pass away within weeks of each other. What happened with I think they were suing them because Beyonce. No, was it Beyonce that got caught up in that? The people who joined on early, like they got caught up in that.
I don't know.
Dot.
Look.
I don't know why you're looking at me, buddy.
You're statistical gauche.
The last thing about the crypto stuff was FTX, and the CEO had to file bankruptcy. That was the last thing I ever heard about.
Yeah, and Beyonce and a couple of celebrities.
Yeah. So the way I see it, if you guys were listening to Chip Chat a couple weeks ago, Thursdays at 9:30, they mentioned the fact about how the guy, he was overspending things that he never really had, and that's what crypto is. It's a thing where it's funny. It's not funny money. It's just imaginary money.
Yeah.
And I, mind you, I have just a little, just to see how it is. And the whole thing is like, all I've been seeing it for the last months is red, meaning it's down. It's not moving up. If you ever see those crazy commercials where that guy, he ends up, pretty much, he say, "Hey, I'm rich. I'm leaving, quitting my work," and then he loses it. And it's like, "Oh, I'm not rich. Oh, I'm rich again." All that stuff. That's what crypto is. Crypto is crazy. It really didn't make any sense at all for anybody except for those who created it.
So, are you imaginarily rich?
I have $5 in it. That's it. I mean, pretty much the amount I bought is the amount that stayed. So it's really, to be honest with you, I think, unfortunately, at the time it was a fad, and that's what it is. And just like NFTs, they were a fad. You don't hear about those anymore because pretty much a lot of people don't know what the hell. One, not a lot of people knew what they were. Those who tried to explain it didn't explain it very well, and how it could be valuable, in the long term. So yeah, I feel like, and especially if you get a lot of celebrities who pretty much feel like, oh yeah, I could put my money into that. To them it was wasted money. So,
well, is it? Do you spend your money in crypto land or
no?
Okay.
I mean, like I just have it.
Purchase.
I never bought anything with it.
Well, $5.
Yeah,
it is Christmas time. People need a little something. So, $5 can be the new 40.
I never fucked with it.
$5 can be the new 40.
$5 is the new 40.
It's Christmas.
Christmas time.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, Crip. Yeah.
I'm not. It doesn't even feel like Christmas time, does it?
In my house, it does. I got my little. I got my tree up.
If you're in Buffalo, it's Christmas.
Okay.
if you're in Maryland, it's like one of its seasons.
Because you didn't see the game yesterday. It was snowing like nobody's business.
No. I did not see the game.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Kelly, R. Kelly, put some music out over the weekend.
I've listened. Did you listen to the
unofficial.
Did you hear it?
I know. A lot of people did. Like, for him to be canceled, they streamed. Did you?
I downloaded it.
I admit it.
I downloaded the whole album. It's a whole album. So I downloaded the whole album.
Did you?
But then they went back and they took it off. They wiped it off, but I already downloaded it, so I already have it. You know what I mean? So I listened to it.
You like it?
I can't. You can't share it with nobody. This wasn't a song that some people were saying that he made it while he was locked up, while he was in jail. I don't see that happening. If you listen to the album and listen to certain songs on there, you'll hear this is before he went to jail.
Well, they were saying that the jail people caught wind of it, the wardens and all that stuff, and went in to check and see if they had equipment for him to produce, and they confirmed that no,
he didn't.
There's no equipment in the jail.
And these songs were probably made a while ago, and then he just decided somebody put it together and put an album out for him. Now the song, I admit, is 3 parts to it.
That's what he said.
I mean, he lets you know that he was dyslexic, he couldn't read.
But here he goes this morning and says, I didn't put that out. That's not even me singing the song. Which is fucking lies, yo.
Nigga, that is him singing the song.
And I think
that is him singing the song. So when they have plenty of music in the stats, like Prince has a fucking vault full of music that you never even heard. It's not hard to throw a couple of songs together and make an album, you know.
And people gonna buy it. Like, say all you want
I download it.
All you want to. Like, it's R. Kelly that's dead, and
certain people didn't like it because they felt they wanted that old R. Kelly shit where he made you want to take your clothes off. You know what I mean? And this was a little different.
He can't really give that energy right now.
Nah,
he can't really give it.
So we still don't understand why they snatched it down. I'd like to know why you snatched it down.
I think because he's saying it's not him. I think possibly. But you know what's funny is that I think that probably would have been an album that he would have released hadn't he gone to jail. You know how dumbass what's his name, the Hurts dude, OJ was like, if I would have done it after the fact that he got set free, I think R. Kelly was gonna pop out where I admit it after he walked.
Really?
Yeah, because he always walked. No, you can't see that.
I don't know. Listen, I would tell you to listen to the album, but maybe we have to have a listening party or something like that nature.
Okay, well, shout out to Black Tigers.
Yeah, shout out to him again.
Because I'm still recovering. Like, this right here, I don't even want to open this joint. Like,
been, 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Like that, so
this right here, I bought this in for us to celebrate our last day, and it's like,
yeah, it's like,
what? Do you want to crack it open? Do you feel like it? Because you told me. Look, do you feel like it?
Let's crack it open.
Well, you gotta. Come on, I don't do that.
I don't do that. I don't do this either.
I don't know how to. No, that right
really?
there, I'd be scared. Yeah, shoot your eye out. Put your glasses back on. Guitar string.
Actually, point this over this way.
Because I don't know.
They'd be on camera and be like, yeah, Tone did it.
Well, while he's doing that, Puffy Combs welcomed his 7th child, Puffy Cannon II.
So is this becoming a fucking fad between him and old boy Nick?
Puffy is 50. He's 50. I don't even get it, bruh. Like, but he got his 7th kid. The kid name is Love Sean Combs, and the bitch who had him is pressed as fuck. Boom.
So I made sure.
Hey.
Yeah, there you go.
Look at that.
All right.
Pass the Yamin. Pass the Yamin.
Here we go.
Want me to pour your troubles for you?
Please pour my troubles for me today,
right.
please.
So talk a little bit.
All right. So I'm going to ask some questions.
Okay.
Just asking.
All right.
Are children still our future?
Teach them well and let them lead the way.
I mean, are they? I think so.
These children?
In some way. This is the future you're going to have.
That's the question.
When we were kids, you know what I mean? People looked at us and said, well, you're the future. Oh, thank you. Here we go. Okay. But we are the future. And those kids are your future, unfortunately. You know what I mean? Your future looked like it got a little piss in the water. It's a little fucked up. It's a little glim.
Sadly, they still are. What is everybody saying? What are y'all saying? Not this generation, said Spunky, of children. Nisha said nope.
Why not? They're going to be your future as you get older. Once you get older, these are the ones that are going to be taking over.
Good morning, Tamisha.
Taking care of you.
Tamisha, good morning, Cuzzo. She said, that's a great question. What's the answer? Y'all can call us if y'all want to and tell us why or why not. 301-637-6900. Yep. Unfortunately, they are because they're the kid. Like, they're the ones that'll be around when everybody die off. So, unfortunately, they are.
I don't know. I don't know if I want my kid or one of my kids to take care of me when I get older. Oh, hell no.
Okay.
I love you, baby, but I love you, baby, but no.
Anisha said, "The devil is a lie. I'm moving to Jamaica."
See?
What is the American dream now, and who is it for? Because I know what it used to be. What is the American dream now? Take your time.
It's a nightmare now.
How's it a dream?
Because you know what it used to be.
Actually, the American dream is not for Americans. It is for internationals. It's for those who were shown fantasy pictures in a sense of how to live as an American. It's for them. It's
because you didn't answer the first part of the question. What is it? What is the American dream now? We know what it used to be.
What is now?
Yeah.
It's oversaturated popularism. It's quote unquote making it. It's living your best life or whatever through the eyes of a video camera or better a cell phone. So that's what the American dream is. It's a facade. It's a huge facade for a lot of people, and not getting the proper information of what it is to make it here. Literally,
that's changed so much.
Yeah.
What do you think the American dream was, Tone? What was it?
I agree with him when he says that the American dream wasn't for Americans, was for immigrants coming over.
But what was it, in your opinion?
Have the big house, family, live on this in this beautiful neighborhood.
Yes.
2.3 kids. 2.3 kids, a dog.
Yeah, a dog and everything. Don't forget the picket fence, everything. That's the American dream. They're free to do things here that they couldn't do in their countries. So there's a lot of different versions of that dream, though.
Batman said the dream now is to get a bag and bitches.
Ali, call us, Ali. I see you up this morning. Call us, bro. 301-637-6900.
Call us, Bestie. 2.5 dogs. Nomi said 2.5 kids, white dog, and picket fence.
That's what it is. That was the American dream. They had they made it seem like
to be an American.
Have you ever had any experience with ageism? Now we're in our 40s, and I know you just recently made a job change. Did your age concern you while you was looking for a job?
Yeah.
Did it?
A little bit. I felt so. I felt a little bit because I'm in the 40s, late 40s, going in 50s. So you got to try to compete and keep up with these younger cats out here. For me, it was a little harder. It's a little harder to keep up with them sometimes. But I hold my own though.
Okay.
But you concerned about that. Why not get somebody fresh and teach them that way? If I come in, I already got my habits of how I'm gonna do things.
And you got your time. You ain't gonna be here long.
Exactly. Why not get somebody you can invest in? And so for me, it played a little part in it.
Damn. What about you? You having experience with ageism?
Not yet. I fear that, but at the same time, I believe if you look for the right company who wants experience over trying to teach somebody new things, I understand the. Hold on, caller. I understand the fact of for a lot of businesses, they want to find someone young and build up because it's cheaper that way instead of finding a veteran and pay X amount of money. But in the end, it's if you want your company to grow, in addition to learn some new ways or what have you, there's nothing wrong with having a person older and more experience in there. Because of the fact is hey, they've known some things and they understand some of the changes. So, and there's no harm about that. But what does the caller have to say?
Good morning, caller. You're on the air with Kiki Tone and Guitar String. What up, though?
Yo, it's me.
Yo, what up, Ali? What's happening, bro?
Good morning.
Yo, listen. So, luckily, I caught on with y'all talking about this R. Kelly shit. I got a couple of opinions. And I'm going to throw something out there to y'all, and y'all tell me what y'all think.
Okay.
All right.
So in my head, I always think that they go for our black leaders or somebody that, not saying R. Kelly is the leader, but somebody that black people love. Look, they did it to Bill Cosby when everybody was doing that shit back in the days, but they did it to destroy his legacy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was watching something the other day that said Elvis Presley, the greatest white singer that white people love, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
his wife was 14. When he met his wife, she was 14. He was 20. When they got married, I believe she was 18. He was 26, somewhere around there.
Wow.
That's not the same thing that they claim that R. Kelly did.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So let's even fast forward to like Russell Simmons. He met Kimora Lee when she was fucking 13 years old. Brung her over here with the parents' permission, had babies and married. They push it under the rug.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of it going out there, but they choose and pick who they want to destroy. And if y'all look at it, R. Kelly would have never been in this position if he didn't do it. It's fucked up he did it. I'm not, condoning what he did. But it all got resurfaced because his wife was mad she wasn't getting enough money.
Yep.
So I say that to say, like, it's all on what people, the Me Too movement. It's all on what the people are on to next.
Okay. Well, people better look out.
Yeah, I mean, he's right.
Thank you, Ali.
Thanks, Ali.
Go somewhere, but don't go nowhere. And to add to Ali's list, if I may, rest in peace to Tina Turner's son.
Yeah.
He died. And rest in peace to Nona Gay, which is Marvin Gaye's daughter as a mother.
Really?
And speaking of, to add to his list, Marvin Gaye married a 16-year-old when I said if he lived, right now would be the time that they would go for him because it's about 40 years later. But he was in his 30s and he married a 16-year-old.
So if you listen to a lot of that music back then, it was very suggestive. You know what I mean? Just your boy Keith Sweat, for instance. Let's just throw him out there. You may be young, but you ready. But R. Kelly just became scapegoat for everybody else, and everybody else they're not paying attention. But
I wanted to go back.
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Why? You're saying a scapegoat?
Yeah.
The dude.
I'm not. He did some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that, but was he the only one? Or shouldn't other people be held accountable
in a
too?
modern day sense? Currently, yeah, I would say yes because of the fact that we have videotape now and things like that. If you go back into the days of Elvis and Jerry Lee Lewis and things of that nature, it was all speculation. Even though the fact that, mind you, based off of whatever biopic that they put out, okay, this actually happened. So yeah, there was a lot of, you got to understand the time frame of certain things, you know. I mean, back then you sort of like, it's a bunch of rumor mill. Now it's like, hello, we got videotape of it.
Well, also these other people that we named got in and got out. R. Kelly kept going and going and going and going and going. I think his birthday's coming up too, Capricorn. But
there's a good argument there. Really, you just had to throw that in there, huh?
I had to. Sorry.
But there's a real argument in there. Yeah, the man he got some issues. You know what I mean? I think we all got some issues. But the people around him. What about the people around him that you got to hold them accountable as well, man?
The uncle locked up. Oh.
You got to hold these people accountable as well. But hey, I still fucking rock Hills. I fucking care.
Kelly's manager, Donald Russell, was sentenced to 20 months in prison on Thursday.
Why?
After pleading guilty to stalking one of the singer's sexual abuse victims and the unnamed woman's mother. Per a statement released by the DOJ, Russell was charged with interstate stalking, harassing the victim, identified as Jane Doe, because they don't want her to, you to know her name, via telephone calls, text messages, and emails. The prosecution accused Russell of launching the campaign to discourage the victim from coming forward with accusations against R. Kelly. For more than a year, the defendant engaged in a vicious campaign to harass, humiliate, threaten the victim in order to force her to dismiss her lawsuit against R. Kelly and stop speaking publicly about him. So he got locked up. He out of here.
Get out of here? Oh, well, you'll be all right. Speaking
of people who things are coming around, because that one's people have been waiting on somebody else besides R. Kelly to come and face the music. The extraditions are continuing with the Shanquella case.
So are they sending them all back?
Yes.
Are they all going to be charged
yes.
to send back? That's okay.
Yes.
Got to make that fair.
Got to make it fair. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of extraditing,
come on.
I thought it's in that list of yours about BG.
About.
Is
Oh yes, it is. It was in my topics though. It got way down the bottom. But
okay.
let's kick it off.
What's up?
Brittany Griner is home. Brittany Griner is home. After 17 months, right? Is it 15 or 17 months?
Officially, it was
All right.
roughly 10, but yeah, it was like 280.
Y'all not gonna like
plus
what I got to
days.
say.
Come on with it. Come on, Brittany Griner home.
I don't give a fuck if she's home or not. Why is this a big concern? Let's look at Russia said fuck you and sent you to jail for some stupid shit that you knew better for. Now, did they go overkill on the time that they gave her? Yeah, they did. You know what I mean? But we gave up an arms deal to get this female out. Okay. You know what I mean? Are you going to do that with the rest of the people locked up abroad? I mean, if you do the crime, you don't have to do the time because you are a gay basketball player?
The death. What's his name? The Death Star. The guy that they gave back. The Merchant of Death, who targeted Americans and was bringing in what the. We got a caller. Uh-oh. Good morning.
I'm back.
Talk to me.
So, fuck Brittany Griner. That's what I gotta say. Tone, I'll say it for you. They left that American Marine over there and brought her home because she's a basketball star and she's part of the LGBT alphabet people. Nothing against them, but that man sat over there how long?
Yep.
And they did nothing to get him home?
Yep.
Wheeling is his
Tone,
name.
I say it. Tone, I say it for you. I know you don't want to say it. I say it for you. That shit is unfair. I understand she's a black woman. No, nothing against her. But is it fair that man sat over there longer than her, and they left him there and brought her home?
Yeah.
Is it fair?
I'm going to tell you something, Ali. I was reading a post and I held off and I kept inboxing Tone with this, but I held off because there's some military personnels or military persons that was describing hostage negotiation. And they was saying, we don't know shit about it. This girl, remember, Ty was tying.
Yes, she was. She was tired. Yes. Okay.
Ty was tying. And Ty felt the way about it. She was saying, we don't understand negotiation, that this happens the way it happened because we don't understand that. I mean, we feel the way we feel behind what happened because we don't understand how
the lady from the White House said that Russia, it was on CNN. She said it was one or the other. They wasn't going to do a deal for both. So it's one or the other. So my question is it fair that man got to sit there because she's famous and he's just a war vet or he's in the military? So let's reverse it. Let's say it's your husband sitting over there for 4 years and U.S. got a piece that they could trade for him. But instead of trading for him, they trade for somebody that just only been there, let's round it off for 2 years. Is it fair to his family?
Well, is it dependent upon the crime, Ali? Because she got caught up for some silly shit. I mean, silly to us, but minor on a scale.
Okay,
according to
my second question to you is, this lady is an advocate of spearing hate for the U.S. It's noted that she hates the United States. It's been put out there by her. So once again, is it fair for a Marine that served his country to sit over there, but y'all don't free him, but y'all free somebody based off of popularity and openly hates the U.S.? It's documented.
Well, it was documented too that he got arrested on charges of being a spy. And he received.
Like I said, I don't know that part. I'm going on, like I said, you could be 100% about what you're saying, but if somebody openly hates the U.S., right, and you're putting this out there, would you trade for her? That's my question to you. Would you trade for her?
Okay, so I wouldn't trade.
I can't answer.
10 cents for the motherfucker. Sure the fuck wouldn't.
Thank you, Ali.
Thank you, Ali.
Go somewhere.
Look, let that motherfucker sit in jail. First off, let's stop. Let's stop for a second.
Okay.
This bitch, if you did the crime, you got to do the time. I don't see no in between there. I don't see no in between.
You don't think that? I don't give a fuck. No, I'm just asking. Let me say, was that time excessive?
Maybe, but then this is their laws in their land.
Understood.
You went to their land. You went to their country. And you fucked up. And to you in the United States, it's so soft you can get away with a whole bunch. Stay right there. You can get away with anything, right? You get away with anything. You know what I mean? And they're like, okay, but nah. This bitch here deserves to sit in that motherfucking jail, and you gave up an arms deal, not for nothing, but you gave up a guy that
named the
potentially
Merchant of Death.
Can't protect, it potentially hurt, but you do have a war in Ukraine, and this nigga is,
the best that ever done it, and
So
this shit was
what-
it's gonna come full circle.
Well, it is.
We gotta call him.
Caller, who we talking to?
What up?
Hey, what's up, Kiki? What's up, Tom?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
We talking to?
Hey, this Earl, man. This Earl. You know who it is. I had to come back in here.
Right.
Absolutely. Talk to us.
Hey, but look here. I got a couple different things to say, y'all. First of all, before she went over there to Russia, she and every other American citizen, businessman, or whatever was warned not to go to Russia. That's the first thing. She was warned before she went. Second thing, she had been so comfortable taking that stuff with her every time that she went. And this time they made a daggone example out of her ass. Excuse my language. You know what I'm saying? And so with that, the other thing about, them trading for Wheeling, he was found with a flash drive in his pocket in Russia. He had been dealing with another guy that was an FSB tracker. You know what I'm saying? And when he gave him that flash drive, that's when he got caught. He was dishonorably discharged from the Marines for larceny and other offenses. And also, he is a national of 4 other different countries. You know what I'm saying? He's just not a U.S. citizen. He's got, you know what I'm saying,
Dual
ties to
citizenships.
other countries besides ours.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that was definitely a reason why they're not going to let him go. You know what I'm saying? And then the other thing about her in doing all of this, she put a lot of different communities in uproar. Black people, LGBTQ plus, you know what I'm saying? Black women, everything. You know what I'm saying? And so just like some of these people, when they get to be celebrities, they just forget and think that they are above everything else and not understanding that you are putting a whole lot of other people in jeopardy by the things that you do, period. Holla.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ooh. I like being educated. I like when they come with talk your shit.
Backed everything up. See?
Let me read some of these comments. Okay, Fat Cat, good morning. What up, though? She says that wasn't their loss, Tone. They got extreme with her sentences due to the timing in the U.S. sanctions and Russia over Ukraine. The Marine was a spy, and the Russian was due to be released in 4 years anyway. Rob says, go on to Rob. Jixer Rob said, word, everyone keeps calling this dude a Marine. He's not a fucking Marine. Neither one of them was worth the swap, says Maddie. Scar said, I served my country and was informed of who he was well before a movie. Think he a game if you want. He talking about the Merchant of Death because somebody said, Beowulf said, and fuck the Merchant of Death. Y'all watch one damn Nicolas Cage movie and think y'all know it all. And Scar said, think he a game if you want to. And then now Depple's back. Silk says, niggas gon' nigga.
That's exactly what they're going to do.
Kid said, this a bullshit. And then Beowulf said, the U.S. had him. They've been beating the piss out of him for over a decade for every ounce of intel. He was dried up and done. Ooh. I believe that in the beginning that sentence was extreme. I agree with Fat Cat on that. And it was the time I think that they took advantage because of the climate.
Okay, at that climate at the time, they did. I'm not even going to knock you there, but it's their country. It's their laws. They can do what the fuck they want just as well as Americans can do what the fuck they want.
You don't think they got anything to do with the fact that she's not there no longer because people understand like they had some on the table they had some dice to roll. They had some shit to barter with, and she was part of that. You think that bringing her home, I'm asking, was worth giving back the quote unquote Merchant of Death?
Her ass should still be sitting in that jail cell right now. Sorry, but not sorry. What? The trade was it was stupid. I think she should still be sitting in the jail cell. If me and white man get on a fucking plane and I go to Russia now, we're on the motherfucking plane together, and I got on a fucking a rainbow shirt or some shit like that. You know what I mean? And I'm arm in arm with him. They gonna lock both of us up because they gonna think we gay. But I know that now because that's the rules of their country. I know not to do that type of shit over there.
So do you believe, or is it a possibility that because we gave them back, quote unquote, the Merchant of Death, we gonna see that ass again?
They'll watch them. I mean, will it affect your everyday life?
I'm talking
don't
about,
know.
talking about us as Americans
Yeah, us as
because
Americans,
he was over here.
Yes, but was before that. Did it affect your life?
I gotta watch. I don't know.
See,
I gotta
it
look
didn't
it
really
up.
affect me,
But
so
I'm
I can't
asking,
say
like
that.
to me, if I get you back in your asset, and if you get this title and you one of the best people that ever done it,
The nigga's off doing what he's right back in the mix of things right now.
sad for us or sad for them?
Sad for us. It just made us look weak. That's all. I wouldn't have traded for that chick.
Monique
You know,
said this
maybe
crazy
for
thing is that they got her out shortly after they just implemented her harsher punishments on openly gay people.
You think that's another reason why she got hit in the head so much time?
Absolutely.
Because she was gay? Okay.
Absolutely.
Well,
In fact, I said he was going home anyway. Emergent Death was going home in 4 years.
I have to do this backwards now, y'all.
Okay. What you want to do?
Because she said earlier niggas are going to nigger.
Okay.
Right? And as I skim through it, I'm looking at some of the niggers.
You finna prove it?
The nastiest of the nigger shit.
You finna prove it?
I'm going to prove a point that niggas can really nigger. Black woman, shut down hospital roommates' ventilator twice because she was annoyed by the sound it made.
Really, nigga?
Bitch, I try to sleep. What kind of noise is that? You shut her ventilator off twice? You'll fuck her to death. You didn't even care. That's some straight nigga shit. God damn it. Yo. Okay, so hospital stays are rarely pleasant. They're high-stress environments where the body has to cope with the stress of recovery and attendant loss and of independence, privacy.
Okay.
A woman has been arrested for shutting down her hospital roommate's ventilator two times because she was irritated by the noise it was making. The 72-year-old woman was arrested after she allegedly switched off her roommate's ventilator twice. She was 72?
72.
Yeah, I'm older, nigga. I gotta get my rest.
No time for that.
The older patient had to be revived twice. Killed the chick twice. You know what I mean? The young woman was jailed on suspicion of attempted manslaughter after being told by staff that it was vital for the patient not to turn it off again. Leave the bitch, leave her alone. Wait. So they had to revive the motherfucker twice.
Yes. And see, and then the person that got arrested was arrested because she didn't report it. She didn't report it. The first time the lady did it, she didn't report it.
Okay.
She advised her as opposed to taking the necessary action. So it happened twice. You helping shit go down, bruh.
The shit was so what did she do? Get up out her bed, go over there and just turn the switch off?
Why did you switch the rooms at this point? Why? And I work in the hospital, so it's so many things that could have been done to prevent that.
That was fucking funny though. If Petty is on that's Petty. All
Okay.
right.
An inclusive restaurant. This section is called. I think they got their lick back. The inclusive restaurant turns away Christian group because of its beliefs.
Is that the restaurant? Wait a minute.
Go ahead and read that, Tom.
So the restaurant is the name of the restaurant is exclusive, right? Inclusive?
No, the term is inclusive. You know,
Okay.
all inclusion. You know, that's the word now. Where they
I gotta see this shit here. Look. She said, "Who's the big? Why employees at the restaurant had looked up the group online and decided not to serve its members because of their advocacy for the Bible principles." Okay, in traditional views on marriage and protection of unborn lives. Hold on, let me turn the page here. The restaurant staff felt uncomfortable and unsafe by the prospect of having these Christians who weren't there to cause a scene or be disrespectful, but to discuss the organizational goals. They didn't want them in their establishment.
Did they get their lick
You
back?
felt uncomfortable and unsafe.
Did they get their lick? Did they get their lick back? Did they get their lick back?
I don't know.
Because that happens. That happens to LGBTQ every day of the week, where somebody don't want them in there, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And now they got a restaurant that they own and operate, and you want to bring your Christian stuff off up in here. I feel unsafe.
You feel unsafe? Don't come in here. I'm uncomfortable. You made me uncomfortable.
They got their lick back.
Wow. Okay.
Did you know that Right Quick is the smallest unit of black time, and Be Back in a Minute is the longest?
I never even paid it no mind. Really?
Somebody asked you, like, let me hold that right quick. That's the smallest amount. That's the smallest unit of time in black people.
Okay, so for black people, so
in a minute, like, dang, I ain't seen Tone in a minute. That's the longest.
That's a long time. Yeah, it'll be a long time. Like, damn. Yo,
that's the longest.
Did you know? Mm-hmm. If you're 30, you have about 2,400 Saturdays and summers left. That's it. That's your digital.
Start your clock.
Start your clock. Start counting them off.
Did you know that Komodo's dragons poop is white? I almost named him that today.
Komodo dragon poop? Damn.
Reason being is that they eat bone, and bone can be broken down, but calcium cannot be processed, keeping their excrement white. And so do hyenas. Hyenas poop is white too. So if you ever come up on some shit,
okay,
in the islands, some white
is
poop.
White? It's Komodo shit.
It's Komodo shit.
That's what it is. Did you know? Men can get erections after death. It's referred to as angel lust. Did you know?
That's a cute name.
Angel lust?
Yeah. Did you hear that?
I've never heard
guitar
that
string. He didn't hear that.
I never heard that. You ever, angel?
Has anyone ever seen Weekend at Bernie's?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the reason.
That's angel lust.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Well,
did you know you should never step on a spider? You could be stepping on a female with eggs, and they will be stuck to your shoes and hatch all over your house.
Whew, didn't know that. But okay. So did you know there are no snakes in Ireland? Did not know that. There's no snakes in Ireland at all?
No. It's a couple countries that have
no snakes?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of reasons that snakes and those other animals are other places because people bring them there.
Yeah.
But it's none, and you can't find none in Ireland.
Banned in Ireland. So if y'all have a fear of snakes, that's where you move to.
Run your ass.
Yeah. Okay. Did you know? Oh, no. Never mind. I think that we're done with the did you knows.
No, we can do did you know. You know Herschel Walker's a goddamn liar and a village idiot, and it's time for his ass to go.
He's gone. He haven't really heard from him since he lost the shit. You know what baffled me so much? Is that why was the race second time so damn close? It kind of scares me because people out there were voting for this dude.
For what? He was such an idiot.
Who was voting for him? I just want to know. If you follow Trump's ideology and they follow in his footsteps, they're going to vote for each other. And it is, be scared. Be very scared.
We got to do better. We got to do better. And for real, I think the less that people are enamored by someone's celebrity, because you live in a person's past. Herschel Walker was the shit when he played football. You know what I'm saying? OJ was the shit when he played football. Those people are doing a job, and you got to be removed from their personality or their personas and understand when Herschel Walker talked. Do you not want to?
Just shut the fuck up, dog. Just shut the fuck up. Just don't even open your mouth. If it's not in your head, don't say nothing. Cause damn it. That just makes us set us back like fucking 100 years with that shit.
I just like to be a werewolf.
He said, that Bama said that the U.S. is the greatest country in America.
Come on, man. He makes it too easy. You know what I mean? So here's my thing. You have certain professions, right? Mm-hmm. You're a football player. You play football. Doesn't mean you run for office, right? Mm-hmm. You do certain shit that you should, huh?
What there have been successful, football players who become politicians.
Okay.
I mean, one is known as Jack Kemp. You know, he was a former notable quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, and he was a well-known congressman. For a long time. And then, surprise enough, I'm surprised you didn't mention it. Trent Dilfer. Trent Dilfer, I'm sorry.
No.
What's his name? Schuler.
Okay.
Yeah, he was successble.
We're talking about.
But as for someone like Herschel Walker, as someone you could tell should not even be. Not only not run for office, but just not run for anything.
Anything.
He should have
to speak where he has to speak.
He should have a service animal.
I mean, there's a. Mind you could joke about this a lot. Honestly, I felt that him being picked and having that entire state voting for him, that amount of people voting for him just didn't make sense. It's like, are you that damn desperate to have a Trump-based person in Washington, and full well he couldn't, he probably wouldn't know which to select between yay or he doesn't probably know what yay or nay means.
Okay.
I mean, that's why I felt it's like, I think in this thing, you asked priority like about the American dream, and this is like, honestly, this is also a part of the problem. It's like the American dream is skewed by people who want to control American ideology, and honestly, this just did not make sense. It's like you can fully tell he is not qualified.
Well, neither was Trump.
Yes, but again, there are people who are so, whatever their issue is, how America is now and where it's going, they rather have some radical person or an irrational person to be representing them, knowing full well their main objective is just to be in power, sit in that desk and not do shit. There's like, you can tell, like, even though the House is run by GOP right now, about 30 or 40% of those people aren't going to do shit.
Facts.
I mean, let's be honest. And the thing is, the fact is, like, their main objective is to bitch, moan, and complain about things that they know full well there's no reason to be bitch, moan, and complaining about.
Don't get an argument for me.
Beowulf says in all caps, that nigga lives in Texas. How was he running in Georgia?
Nobody can answer that question.
Yeah.
Somebody answer that
Because
question.
he was renting a space or something. Wasn't he like renting a house out in Georgia or something
He ended up somehow. You have to
finding a loophole.
Yeah, there's a loophole, and there you have to be at a particular state for at least minimum of 2 years. So
she was planning this for 2 years. She knew what she was going to do. Well, I don't care. Herschel Walker, they just don't ask him any questions. Don't put him in front of the camera. Right now, you got to ban him and Kanye. Just ban them both.
Fat Cat's point of view. She says Cory Booker played college football, but went into politics after school and has done well. But Herschel Walker, Texas Ranger, is just a clown, too stupid to know he's being used. People are saying he's a pawn.
Oh, so that's what Batman said. Batman, he's a pawn.
Actually, I think I'll give him some mild credit. I think he knew he was a pawn.
You think so?
Really?
Yeah. I mean, why would you go along with this?
Minutes?
Why would you go along with this for as long as you did, and not know full well that you're just being a placeholder for something that you know full well you're not fully qualified for?
What's the point though? The 15 minutes?
It's more than 15 minutes.
I'm asking, like, what's his benefit? Do you believe? If you think
Herschel's benefit?
Yes.
In all honesty, I really think it's the simple fact of it's like, hey, you can say add the 15 minutes, but in addition to the fact that it's like, hey, I'm here, I'm in Washington, I can do whatever the fuck I want and really not do anything. I mean, in all honesty, I really think he knew he was. I really think he knew he was a pawn.
That makes it dumber. That makes all of this even more stupider.
No, it just makes the fact it's like a lot of Americans who voted for Herschel Walker are really overtly stupid to not see the fact that's like, look, you need to realize you need the right people doing this job to its high extent.
Do you know those are the same people that voted for Trump?
Huh?
Those are the same people that voted for Trump.
Right. And
you keep that in mind.
True. And the thing is I know you're mad. I know you feel like the country's going to hell or whatever issues you got. But the thing is like since 2016 and up to now, you got people up in that in various positions in office who do not know what the fuck they're doing and still don't. And mind you can say, well, what about the Democrats? You're hearing that. It's like, yeah, there are some Democrats who don't know what they're doing, but the thing is like you don't see it on a consistent basis. That's what I'm saying. Why you have someone complaining about another colleague over based off of their issues of of green energy, and we're trying to make this country better. We haven't been doing a lot of certain things in this country for a long time. We're dropping. As much as Trump keeps saying, "Oh, let's make America great again," it's like, again, the main question has always been, when was America ever great? At what point?
Here's some perspective for everyone. The people that are voting for Herschel Walker were someone's future. They were the kids that were somebody's future.
Facts.
It's
Yeah.
yeah.
Everyone forgets the fact it's like, again, you want to control, your roads. That's what he's supposed to be there for. He's supposed to help you get money for your state. And you're entrusting this dude to do that? No. That's the wrong person.
Well, Mr. Batman says the mountain dwellers don't put blacks in power. They put us in place. It makes sense.
Makes sense. It does. And once again, it's almost that time. It's almost that time for we all know Top Tier Caucasity. This news is only brought to you from the tippity top of the fucking mountain. You know what I mean? For this 1 week, this person rides the tip of the mountain and they're up there all by themselves. And this week, our lucky contestant is from Texas.
What they done did in Texas? What done happened?
A Texas woman dropped off 50 pounds of shit to a police station on November 10th. They contacted Mindy Steffens to ask her why she did it and to come retrieve the shit. She refused. She said, of course they got no answer. You just went to the dropped up 50 pounds of shit on your door.
I ain't answering my phone. What you talking about?
She was arrested and charged with illegal dumping, which is a misdemeanor, but posted the $2,000 bond and was released.
Oh, to do it again. So shit, what?
Who saves 50 pounds of shit? Where do you get 50 pounds of shit from?
I got questions.
How
do you transport?
Okay, hold on.
50 pounds of shit?
Okay. Is it human?
Yes.
Or is it animal?
It was human.
How did you get 50 pounds of shit?
And I know it didn't happen from the day.
Are you going around collecting people's shit? Or what are you doing?
And what's not written here, because I was asking about the extradition. She put it in five containers from Walmart. Those
Walmart bags?
the containers.
Shit.
Yo, you took 50 pounds of shit.
As a representative of the mountain, we would like to denounce this individual.
Oh, shit.
Y'all don't want Mindy?
No, we don't.
Mindy's all y'all, man. All right.
And look, illegal dumping.
Illegal dumping.
The play on words is like that on today.
Okay. A Texas grandmother.
We still in Texas?
Huh?
We still in Texas?
I told you Texas is the
I
tippity
think
top of the
Texas
mountain.
is catching with Florida.
They're right there right now. Hold on. A Texas grandmother who passed away from cancer gave guests one last final farewell message at her funeral.
Okay.
Jody Perryman, 81, passed away from cancer on October 12th, but left her loved ones who attended on October 16th, the funeral, something to remember. Okay. A note with a photo.
That's usual.
Note in the photo.
That's normal.
You know what I mean? And a makeshift Ouija board. According to her granddaughter, Gracie Perryman, 20, the Ouija board note also included a photograph of Perryman sticking her tongue out and putting up her 2 middle fingers. And the message read, "Let's keep in touch." Damn it.
That's dope. Can you imagine that? Not 81-year-old grandmother.
Put a picture like this. Let's keep in touch.
She gave him a direct line. How do you dispose of a Ouija board?
I don't know.
How do you
fuck with them?
I've had one.
Say again?
How do you dispose of a Ouija board?
Throw it in the
Get
trash.
rid of it?
Yeah, how do you dispose of it? Like, you don't just throw it in the trash, do you?
Why the fuck not?
I would trade it out.
For what? Baseball cards?
Yeah. I mean, you can go to trade. I mean, mind you, those things are. I had one a long time ago. I don't know where it is, but I mean, you just trade out for something else.
Really?
I mean, go to like, trade store or whatever.
What did you do with yours?
I don't know. I haven't seen it in years. I know we had it.
And do they still sell them?
Yeah. I mean, shoot, I watch Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures a lot. Shoot, they have them.
I haven't seen one. I'm gonna look it up. Can you look up the price of one right now?
Of a Ouija board?
Yes.
Well, not fucking with it.
Any of y'all had a Ouija board before? And what did you do with it?
No, threw it away.
Threw it in the trash. Nisha said, "Oh, Beowulf said burn it." So
Okay,
record
there you
it,
go.
burn it. You just lose it. Says Fat Cat.
You can burn it.
Trade it for Hot Wheels.
Okay, so the lowest I've seen, it's probably like on a, eBay is like less than $3.
Really?
The most one, mind you, remember, they had the Ouija game, and it was from Hasbro. Surprise enough, of all places, at Walmart, you can get it for $45, $38.
$45. Can you read to me how they explain what a Ouija board is, or the
Okay. Ouija, and it's pronounced this. Ouija.
Yes.
Known as a spirit board or talking board, is a flat board marked with letters of the Latin alphabet, the numbers 0 through 9, the words yes and no, and occasionally hello and goodbye, along with various symbols and graphics. It is used pretty much as a movable indicator. The planchette, that's that little triangular thing. The planchette is a movable indicator to spell out messages during a seance. And participants place their fingers on the planchette, and it is moved about the board to spell out certain words.
Now, why was we buying that shit?
Niggas thought that shit was cool.
Back in the 70s, a lot of...
They had Ouija parties.
Yeah, they had Ouija parties, and pretty much based off of a lot of the movies at the times, like The Exorcist and things of that nature. A lot of spiritual things were happening around like the late 60s and 70s. So that's where the kick came in for getting Ouija boards. So
I'm
a lot
not
of people,
fucking with no Ouija
Once
board.
again, why were we buying that shit?
I have no idea, no clue, and it was a big thing. They made a movie about it.
Yeah.
They made.
Yeah, I had a kid. When I was a kid, whenever my sister and I pull it out, we just we never understood the whole essence of it. Where it's like if a soul possessed us, they would spell out the things. We were just making fun. We're just moving this thing all
Were we?
around.
Were we? Because
I never played it, so I can't tell you. I don't know, but I didn't understand the shit of that. If you got to play a game where you put your hands on shit and some dead people or some ghosts, that's not for me.
Talking through there. So
it's not for me.
I wish I knew Grandma. I'm gonna get one of them. We're gonna
Watch
talk
Ghost
to
Adventures. I mean,
Miss
honestly,
Perriman.
I'm not fucking with that.
Yeah, that's
What is it?
my show, Ghost Adventures.
On
It's on Travel Channel, but now it's on Discovery Plus.
Okay, so see,
so we got questions, Tone.
you got questions?
How do you feel about black people learning to farm?
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
You don't?
Nah, I don't see nothing wrong with that. Grow your own stuff.
Okay.
Do everything in house. Well, I don't see nothing wrong with that at all.
Okay. Well, what if it is to grow weed at a church for the cannabis program?
Sign me the fuck up. Pastor, I come and worship. I put it into the tithes. I put it into the
Stay
tithes.
off the weed.
No. So let's talk about him because he's thinking about offering the church so he can have a weed farm. I'm trying to go.
Pastor Brian in Baltimore
Yeah, I'm trying to go. That's
wants
my
to
pastor.
starting a cannabis program.
He knows the word.
He wants a cannabis program, and he wants to employ young black people who understand and know their way around weed to help with the program, because that's what he about to.
I support the church on that. I will go loyally every all the time.
That's a slippery slope, though.
Why?
Because then you should be able to smoke it there.
You probably can. Shit, weed came from the earth, so we be in the church, and God is not going to be mad at me for sparking up and smoking. Pastor says so.
Karan, he said he's in Atlanta now, but I was seeing that was for Baltimore,
All right.
but don't quote me. If you say he in Atlanta, that's where it is. Then.
Wherever the fuck he is, I'm gonna fly to and go. I'm gonna get on a plane and fly there.
Moe
Sit right up front.
say, I'm there.
Is you there? Don't leave me. Okay. The church, since the church is a tax juggler, he can keep all the profits.
What?
That's what it said.
She's talking about I'll be there every Sunday, 30 minutes early. No CP time on Sunday.
No, you're gonna be there. You don't know what he's gonna be preaching about today. It may be a new strain that he wants his people to try. You got to be right there. See?
Okay, let's talk scenarios if you don't mind.
Okay, what's up?
Drink to this one real quick, please, Tom.
Oh God. Okay. Well, what are we drinking to?
Okay. Listen very carefully, guitar string.
Okay.
A woman works for a company for 20 plus years. The boss falls ill, finds out he needs a kidney. The woman jokingly suggests that if she could donate a kidney to him, she would.
Okay.
After several failed matches, boss returns and asks to take employee up on her offer. She did. Boss gets his kidney, is on the mend. However, the surgery and its complications have made recovery very difficult for the donor. Frequent bathroom breaks, digestive issues, and inability to lift heavy objects.
Okay.
Well,
There's
boss
some
is healthy and feeling like $1 million, refused to make accommodations for her medical issues. He fires her. Who was right? Who was wrong?
Right, I see that.
Who fucked up? What y'all think?
Fuck that boss. He just had been dead. I'm not giving him my shitty for my kidney for my boss. Get the fuck out of here.
So
Fuck him.
who was wrong and where did they go wrong at?
She was wrong for offering her shit. Like, really? You care about your job that much?
Guitar string.
No,
Corey talking about repo that kidney.
Uh.
Corral said, give me my kidney back.
I would falter the boss due to the fact that you fired her based off of medical reasons that she should be owed for.
It accompanies the surgery.
So, yeah, I would blame the boss for this. Mind you, she did it out of good faith and gesture. You took up on it. Now, based off of what you said, it seems foul. Now, if we fully understood the whole dynamics of why he fired her, like whatever financial reason, whatever silly, mind you, if he had a whatever official reason to fire her,
I'm going to give it to you, which I briefed it up.
Mm-hmm.
It was causing an issue in the office because she was so frequently ill, and the performance duties started to
dwindle,
diminish, right? And people were in the office were saying things.
Mm-hmm.
He kept saying, "Look, the job ain't predicated on a sick person working it.
Mm-hmm.
You're now sick." So, and when you hear those things, surface wise, you think that's fucked up.
Yeah,
I done gave you a kidney, bitch.
First, why would no?
Based off of the
He's a bigot.
No, based off of the scenario that is there. In all honesty, yeah, I believe that Tone is correct, but also I feel that it's the boss's thing. It's if the boss really feels like knowingly, mind you, if he can't perform any duties that he has, why would you think that someone within his employment would be feeling the same way as well? So the way I see it is like they're both at fault. One for offering and giving, him for not knowing the fact, not just accepting it, just the simple fact of like, hey, this job is fully required, and not even mentioning that to her, and stating the fact is like, I'd rather have you be working in your full capacity, and probably down the line, probably take over his job.
Let me stop you because I'm gonna talk to us like we two.
We what?
I'm gonna talk to all of us amongst us, like everybody's 2 years old.
Okay.
Okay, man.
When you need a kidney, you're sick. Mm-hmm. So apparently, this boss was sick. Mm-hmm. Now I'm just talking about just details, right? to the point where you had to lower yourself and come to an employee to ask for assistance. Whether somebody do something out there or not, you came and you lowered yourself to that. I believe on that, I believe predicated just on that alone, you got to have some grace, bruh, because her illness is a result of her having this surgery. Don't mean it's long term. I think that he should have offered her some other things. Look, take some time. I don't know what your PTO look like, but take some time off. Get this FML. I would be give her so much assistance to try to help her because I don't think that's long standing. It's giving somebody a kidney and needing a kidney and receiving a kidney. All those things have high consequences and sometimes infection and the turnaround time for recovery is extensive. He's a dickhead. He's a dickhead because it should have been in company policy that you can't even get no kidney from a bitch that worked for you. It should have been that.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And I agree with that.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Karan. Karan dope. He said create a new position for her. Yeah. Go home and
do something.
Telework.
Now,
hey,
as an employee, hold on. Let me ask you all a question. As an employee,
okay,
are you going to look at your boss? You find out your boss needs a kidney. Are you going to offer your kidney?
And I got 3 of them. No.
Are you going to offer your kidney? If your boss, right, is fucked up and sick and he needs a kidney, are you going to offer one of your kidneys?
No.
And why not, though? And why not?
Because it's mine. I don't fuck with you. I don't know you. I work for you. And I will be afraid of what the fuck just happened here. You know what I mean? Some shit don't work out right now. You want to find me and walk away with my kidney and live your life? No, bitch.
So it's the boss and not the
Cut
kidney.
that shit right back
It's the
out
boss
of
for
yours.
you.
Huh?
It's the boss for you.
Yeah. My boss, no, it ain't happening. I mean, figure it out, homie.
My body parts will be for my family.
Exactly.
Okay.
Everybody else, fucking, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I'll be at your funeral, though.
Nisha said, nope, don't mix business and personal.
No, you can't. So that right there, no, sir. You know, it's just what it is. Well, hold on, because I had a question. I had to
Okay.
flip back here real quick.
Okay.
You know, because it was one of those. I just think it's funny. I'm gonna go back to the topic and all this other shit.
We can go back.
But I think it's funny. Most people don't realize their opinion is relevant as fuck.
Facts.
You find it funny.
No one knows that.
No one knows.
That their opinion is irrelevant as fuck.
Motherfucker doesn't give a fuck. So you need to hear it slowly. We'll say it to you again. They don't care. They're just listening to your opinion. All right, hold on. Really?
Come on.
I find it funny.
Uh-huh.
Buying 4 bras resulted in me having a payment plan of $50 a month to be taken out of my account.
Yes.
Why is that funny?
I'm not gonna tell you, but this was under my umbrella, Ella. I jumped online because I got a a discounted rate from Ella, and I bought 4 bras. The 4 bras were $60.
Okay.
Purchase, boom. I go through PayPal, so I don't got to give him none of my information. I don't got to do none of that stuff, right? Yeah. I got the 4 bras. You know, they all right. The girls, you know what I'm saying? They all right. It ain't, they all right.
They popping, they okay.
Shawty name just on it. They all right. I've gotten better from Walmart, and I'm not going to hold you. So I got the purchase moved on. Didn't buy nothing else. I happened to be sitting at work last week. And a notification came in. It says a pending payment of $49.99, and I'm thinking it's the first.
Yeah, so something coming out, some bills coming out,
some shit coming out, and I was thinking, dang, and I look and I go to my PayPal, which I don't visit very often.
Okay.
PayPal and Cash App are things that just come out. I don't view them. I don't keep money there. None of that stuff, right? So I go to PayPal, and it was like, this is the 5th payment of $50 that came out that escaped me. I said, huh? So look, I go. I said, let me double these dates. I can write the dates down, blah blah blah. And I see the site name, and I was like, did they get me? And I said, maybe somebody been stealing the whatever it is that's been coming that I've been buying. No, Because the one time was good enough for me.
Yeah.
It ain't all that. So I called PayPal. I called that business. Of course, you didn't know I didn't get an answer, right?
Of course.
So now, what I didn't do was read the reviews, which what I should have. But now I go and I pull the site up because now I'm on hold with PayPal, right? And I called the bank too to stop payment because they was like, and PayPal had the colossal, unmitigated gall to offer me to stop the recurring payments that I never started. I said, well, let me do that first.
Yeah.
The PayPal get on there. She's like, yeah, Miss G, sorry, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I know what happened. She said, when you purchase from them, they enter you into the VIP program, and it's $50 a month. I said,
for what? What was you paying $50 a month for?
I said, but what do I get for that? She's like, no. You're like the 14th person that called me over this season. So I said, she asked me if I hold while she makes, because she's making a fraudulent claim for me. So I'm looking up online now. These motherfuckers just paid out $1.2 million for this very same thing. And in that day, which was last Friday, 770 complaints of the same thing happened. So please be careful when y'all ordering from this site. Unless you
Can't say the site?
So I was looking up the VIP program now because I want to see.
This is the Savage Fenty thing.
I didn't name it. You did.
Because it's known.
Which site is that again?
Okay. This is what, because I remember you were saying about a couple weeks ago you want to talk about Rihanna, and I was like,
yeah,
and this was it. So apparently a lot of people were complaining the fact that Savage Fenty, I'm aware of the VIP program. It's a subscription program to, where when you initially buy some things, you're automatically set into this VIP thing.
And you get $5 off the bra.
Off the bra. Not many people were fully aware of it. So that's why I remember seeing it like a couple weeks ago where Rihanna had to dish out, this
1.2 mil
for it. So it's like, oh, okay. So let's put it this way. Did you read the fine print?
Okay, so now I'm reading it now. And look, in the finest of fine. And I'm not even talking about like I put my glasses on. In the finest of fine, when you click purchase, it automatically clicks VIP. I'm looking at it, and I said to them, when I talked to them, I said, that is so deceitful, because at least offer me to say yes. I agree, because
so they didn't give you that option?
No, and some things you can't even get by if you don't say I agree to the terms and
yeah, they skip that, terms and conditions.
Yeah, and they sign you straight up. So look, if y'all about saving $5 on the $30 bra, rock out with your cock out, but.
No, there's complications behind it.
That's a scam to me. It's a scam, bro.
Well, here's the thing. This is again, Rihanna did apologize. The main thing is like now she's building a lot of brick and mortar stores. Yeah. So so you can instantly go to those stores and get them instead of going online and go through this process. So
that hurt my heart it hurt my heart that it was her.
It's not her. It's not.
Her name is just tied to it. That's all.
Her image, her likeness.
I think again, it is based off of a business program that it was unfortunately not properly disclosed.
Yes,
and I feel like it's like, mind you, I just recently saw her Volume 4 fashion show.
How many people they still getting? They don't know they're getting got.
A lot of people, because if you can go there today if you want. You can look at it.
Some people this was brought up, and then it happened after the fact with you.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people. I know there's notable those who can afford that. They feels like, oh, whatever, it's $50 a month. I don't care. And there's those like Miss G who feels like, look, I want my $50 back.
I want my money back.
Yeah,
look, and I'm looking at it, and what's funny was I kept saying, well, I do a lot of frivolous, and erratic purchases, right? But it's the same time every month. And I'm like, ain't nothing the same time every month except for, except for one thing. Like, and I move and get my money back. So we got all these fraudulent things, but the lady that was helping me, Alicia, she said, I got to.
Not only am I,
yes, I'm a member.
Yes.
So,
goddamn Deion Sanders.
I was waiting for this.
Oh,
for
here we
you all
go.
to talk about this. Let's hear it.
Let's get into it.
Let's smack it.
Are you mad at Dion?
No.
Is anybody here mad at Dion?
I'm not.
I'm not mad at Dion.
So what have you heard of the people who are mad at Dion? Please tell me the ridiculous stuff that
It's some ridiculous shit, and it's not even worth repeating because it's that ridiculous.
you have to repeat.
You know what I mean?
It bears repeating for our topic.
If you get a job, so okay, for a job, you get a job, right?
Okay, pause. I need you to explain what we're talking about for those who live under a rock or are from Texas.
Okay. Was they from Texas? Okay. Okay, for you from Texas.
Texas
and
going to Georgia.
whatever.
Right.
We're talking about. I just had a brain fart. Come on, Kiki.
Okay.
Help me. I had a
Deion
brain fart.
Sanders.
Deion Sanders. There you go. Okay. So Deion decided to leave and go to Colorado. Leave, what was it, Jackson State? I think
Yes.
it is. Leave Jackson State and go to Colorado.
After,
After,
what did he do for Jackson
well,
State? Come on.
he won a championship for them.
Of course.
He won a championship for them. He did his job. He showed his skills. He did his job. And then he decided to go get a different job. People are upset because he said, I'm gone.
And he went to a PWI, which is a predominantly white institute. He left for HBCU, which is what our people is all up in arms about.
But there's a lot of shit involved with that, too. I mean, you want to better your chances. If you start a job and you can prove that you're worth, you can always go to the next level. My issue is that what Colorado said, we don't got the money. We're going to get the money to
We gonna
pay
get
him.
it for you, but
Wait a
please
minute.
come.
Wait a minute. I'm here. I'm here. Where's my money? You know, but he went there.
I've heard the same people who would not do this very thing are mad because he's doing this thing. I put it out there like, yo, if you were offered a job, what the fuck do you owe your job except for what you do for them at the time? What do we all supposed to be staying at an HBCU and making $300,000 when somebody else that recognize your skill? Because what we do know for real is like white people will pay you. White folks, whether they like you or not, will put the money in your pocket.
Okay.
Even if they need to get it. They don't have it right now.
They're going to get it. They're going to get it. They're going to take it from the other pocket and put it in your pocket. Okay.
What more does he owe to Jackson State University? And Guitar String, I'm so waiting to hear your opinion.
He owes, can I say it right?
Uh-huh.
He owes those niggas nothing. He owes them niggas nothing because they did some nigga shit there. So by the time they broke into his car, they went in his fucking locker, took his wallet. Y'all did nigga shit. I don't want to deal with nigga shit. You know what I mean? I felt I could advance and take my what I'm bringing. I brought. Look at everything that I brought to your school. Mm-hmm. I gave y'all some exposure. I gave you this. I brought all of this with you. The shit that you would have never had. Are you still gonna have? You're gonna have some stuff. Okay, cool. You're gonna have my name in the title. What I did. What I brought to you. People are gonna want to go play there. I'm moving to go to another level. He wants to move way on up.
Okay, but Karan. Oh no, but Batman says he shouldn't have taken those best players with him.
The best player. Well, if they wanted to follow him,
that's their objective.
You know,
that's their reasoning.
That's their reasoning. We can't argue that if those players are loyal to Dion and wanted to follow him, what can I say? What can you say?
Come on, Guitar String.
Let's go.
I'm slowly sipping my congratulatory.
Yes, enjoy your Bel Air.
Yes.
Okay. I agree, just like Tone, I agree the fact that Dion did nothing wrong.
Okay.
He put in not only his heart,
yes,
his soul, his toes. He gave a lot for Jackson State for those 3 years. And he did everything he could there. What more do you want? Now, I know every known black person who likes to see, or probably, wants to see, historically black schools to be fully notified, be fully seen, and things like that.
We all want that.
And Jackson, and thanks to Dion, Jackson State got that exposure. Thanks to Dion, a lot of companies, high top corporations, got to fund some of that stuff.
Nice.
Now, as a person who wants to improve their coaching career, staying in Jackson State is not.
It ain't it.
It's not it. He's not going to be the next Eddie Robinson. Everybody thought he would be.
Yeah.
But the thing is like, okay, great. He built up Jackson State, but he wants to move on. Going to Colorado is a great thing. And I think in this day and age of college football or college sports in general, where, mind you, everyone will mildly complain if one head coach leaves to go to another school instantly, for whatever reason. And they'll cry and whine. It's like, oh, we got to rebuild our program, blah, blah, blah. But in the end, it's like some of these, top-notch coaches like Nick Saban or Greg Kelly, or even Jim Harbaugh if he leaves Michigan. Everyone will complain for a hot second, but it's like, hey, he wants to go somewhere else to, again, better himself in another place. That's what Deion's doing. And if you follow a path of where Deion, I know full well, based off of where things are going for him, I really believe that he will do these 5 years in Colorado if he does, and the next step is the NFL. So because he's getting that, he's building up that process.
His resume.
Yeah.
He's building up his resume.
Correct.
And then based off of the portal system that, again, not a lot of people fully aware of, keep in mind the fact is like, look, with now the way these college system is set up to where a lot of these players can go, look, if I ain't working it here, I'm going to go somewhere else. That's right there. And the cool thing is like, hey, these players are following Deion. Would you want that? Or you want them to stay at a place where, again, there's limited funding for a lot of things, limited facilities, proper facilities, updated facilities for a lot of these places and things of that nature. Again, who are you going to complain to? You're going to complain the guy who's leaving or the place that is already established? I recently saw and heard Umar Johnson bitching and moaning, complaining about this on the Breakfast Club. It was the most, dude, it's like, it's business. This is how business, college football or football and business is. And if you want to continue to succeed, I'm going to move on. And again, if you feel like, HCBUs, whatever, how you pronounce it, to the point where it's like, oh, he should have stayed there. It's like, no. But again, if you attract, which he's done, there are other coaches who feel like, hey, I want to take on that mantle. I want to follow the legacy that Deion probably built. Do that.
So, Siren said that she's at Three Brothers, y'all. Place your orders. She said, what y'all want? She's going to bring it.
She going to bring it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, I need some things, Siren. What was you got over there?
Look, let me
yeah,
I'm gonna tell her to give you a Krabby Friday or Krabby Monday or whatever it is.
There you go. Bring it in, please.
No, she's gonna bring it. So, but what I wanted people to understand, because people get sidetracked with a lot of stuff, is right that one, I stand firm on this. He came there. He did his obligation. Mm-hmm. He brought the attention. He got the championship.
Didn't he get like a 10-year deal with ESPN or some shit like that?
Yes, he brought them millions of dollars.
Okay.
Exposure and everything. He did a lot to put it on the place where it needs to be. And again, in addition to trying to help most of those schools to get NFL recruits to come down there, which he's done.
Okay.
So again, the key element here is how to maintain that. It is based off of what the NFL does with their scouts and stuff like that to continue on there. It's also to think about the fact is like the whatever donors, the corporations and stuff like that, they continue funding all that. He already built that bridge and that things like that.
Amazing, right?
So,
you know what he got for doing all of that?
Criticism.
He got his pockets picked. Mm-hmm. They were down there taking money, removing funds, misappropriating shit. That's what he got. Nigga shit. Nigga down in Jackson State University.
So we got away from the niggas.
He felt away about that. But what I want our people to understand is that every move, because this is chess. This ain't checkers. Yeah. Every move is not what you see. Right. He is going to take himself to a PWI, bring along his esteemed colleagues who are good and great, and bring you over here. Bring some of these players, because y'all over here in Colorado probably ain't seen these niggas. But I got some young
They gone
men.
nigga.
Yeah, I got these young men with this talent that's be off the charts, and you know what I'm bringing. You know what I got. So other people can do that, and you can build your platform. And sooner or later, those areas won't be so PWI. And if football is your career, get these greater chances. And I'm not saying that. I don't believe that we all got to stick to, because I'm going to tell you, I went through the same thing with my daughter. London went to PWI Towson, which is a PWI. She got ragged on. She got ribbed. The people cut her up because she should have went to Howard. One, Howard did not have her program. Mm-hmm. Towson had her program. The other schools that were offering London money didn't pull up the way Towson pulled up.
Right.
Okay.
I didn't understand why we had to explain that. Mm-hmm. I don't understand why I gotta always be so black all the time when the opportunities are what they are.
The thing is, I really think
that sounded terrible, didn't it?
No, it didn't. It didn't.
Here's the reason. I mean, thanks to a different world, exposing and promoting black schools is a good thing. I mean, it was a very entertaining show. I wish Lisa Bonet stayed on, and Marissa Tomei. But
yes.
But the thing is the fact that it showed that exposure, it showed that culture, it showed that, how things were in those schools. So again, that was a good promotion. Now, then let's get into real life. Mm-hmm. Okay? How those schools are. I've heard stories about Howard, and mind you that it looks prestige and all that stuff, it's very historic. But in the end, it's like a lot of poor funding, a lot of facilities that need to be rebuilt or renovated and things of that nature. And in addition to a lot of the crime rates and things that and silly shit like walking your dog through the promenade and all that stuff. There's a lot of issues there. Okay. Now again, if you have a child who's going to school, which school would you rather go? One that they feel either socially comfortable, meaning based off their skin color, or where they feel fully benefit and getting the information and getting the knowledge that they need in a full facility that's fully funded. Mm-hmm. Where you want them to go. Yeah. So the thing is like, and based off of in this scenario with Dion, things of that nature, is like, look, he taught football, he gave you a good football program, he gave you, an undefeated season, he won the SWAC title, blah, 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 blah. All right, what more can he do for another X amount of years? The same thing over and over again? No. I'm out. I'm going to Colorado. New challenges. You're going to a new conference. Bigger facilities, bigger ventures, and things of that nature. So, hey. And
so
who's
Batman
complaining?
says,
and Batman was.
You see Batman?
And so Batman
the only thing
says,
you're laughing is laughing.
a white man shouldn't be talking about black schools.
Sir, you're a white man, he said.
Okay. What do you do? Hey,
Colorado.
Tone. I'm opening the bat signal now.
Ooh!
You bring your ass here and explain why Dion shouldn't have left.
He threw the bat signal in the air. He wants the Batman to call.
301-637-6900.
Oh my God.
And Fat Cat said, but why are they bigger?
What are bigger?
You, according to what you were saying.
What is bigger?
The facilities.
Okay.
Based off of the things, going to a Power 5 school, and you get better. Everything's bigger and better. Jackson State pretty much was getting a bare minimum.
Okay.
So,
T Hunt said, hold on, Batman. T Hunt said, when I went to undergrad, which was London's thing too, when I went to undergrad in the late 90s, a lot of HBCUs did not have proper accreditation in certain programs. Ain't nobody got time for that. 4 years and your degree means nothing? No.
That's a degree.
Yes.
Batman, talk to me, my brother.
What's up, family? You need to take your white ass to Colorado.
I've been there. It's lovely.
When I hear you, I love you, brother. But when I hear you explain your dynamics and your perspectives on black situations, you sound like a white man. You white, brother. No, Dion should have rolled up. The hell with them niggas. I get it. They stole from him. They worked him. They broke in his office. Took a lot of money from him out of his personal paycheck and literally out of his wallet, credit cards and everything. So yeah, he should have left him. The hell with them niggas. However, we as black people should support HBCUs the best we can.
Yes.
The only issue I had with Dion leaving, I support him leaving. However, theoretically, the only issue I had with him leaving is because he said that he was there on a mission from God. And he was there to support and uplift and do this and do that for the kids.
He did.
Now that the white folk offer you that bag, you know, God has, I guess, caused you to move on. And that could be a possibility.
No,
but that's my thought about it. But yeah, he should have rolled out.
No, but Batman, did he not uplift? Did he not build? Did he not accelerate the program? Did he not provide excellence?
Yeah.
Did he not do those things?
He did those things times 3.
Okay.
Amen.
He did more than enough. More than enough. However, my concern, well, I really don't care about it all. I don't know nobody at Jackson State. However, they could, all those endorsements and stuff that they got because of him. And because he left, now those endorsements might pull back.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
It's possible.
So, no disrespect, white man. You know, I love you to pieces, but you're a white man.
Fat Cat said something I wanted to read. Oh, Essence, I'm sorry. Essence, good morning. She says, these alumni are not reaching back to their very institution they brag and boast about, but every homecoming they show their asses up to Smooth, Stroll, and Hunch. What?
Perfect example. Sean Combs.
Okay.
I do not call him by his nicknames. I call him Sean Combs.
Okay.
Because of the fact is like, look, how many Howard University parties that he is promoted as a headliner or whatever.
Yeah.
Mind you, he never graduated from
graduated.
there. So how much is he really fully putting in there?
Is Felicia Rashad still over there?
Occasion, yes.
I know she got in trouble for She got in trouble for agreeing to some stuff.
Yeah, of course, one of them was Bill Cosby situation.
Yeah.
But the thing is like, yeah, she's occasionally there, and I know her sister does some things there too.
So.
And of course, as everyone knows, Chadwick Boseman's name is on the Arts and Humanities building. So the thing is like, look, understandably, there are those notable celebrities who will put in whatever they put into the schools that they graduated from, especially with the historical black colleges. But keep in mind, when you got alumni who keep constantly go to those homecomings and those homecoming parties and all that stuff, and really is just like, are they really putting in and if they're fully successful, highly successful, whatever businesses that they're doing, how much money are they really fully putting into the schools? In any capacity, and for whatever department, whatever project that they got going on, probably between, I would say, maybe a minimum of $100, and that's it.
No.
Are you sure?
No, I'm asking. Like, no, that's ridiculous to me. No, I'm not.
It seems ridiculous, but yeah, if you fully ask them, if you got all these alumni and stating the fact that they're really putting in a lot of money, they probably not. Yes.
We got a caller?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I forgot to add. It's Batman.
What's up, man?
I forgot to add that Dion called upon a few black billionaires. He called upon LeBron. He called upon Mr. Combs, P. Diddy, or whatever his name is now, and asked them, and was like, look, you know, this is a rare opportunity to have a brother like me in place here. They need help in keeping me here. Can y'all send some money? And then nigga said no.
What?
LeBron, Puffy, Jay-Z, all of them said no. We ain't sending you nothing.
Reason being, if you could pick a reason out the sky.
Because them niggas wasn't gonna make nothing off of that.
Facts.
Wow.
There was gonna be no return on investment.
Exactly.
And we don't do that for each other.
And yet
We empower each other. That's what I was saying earlier about Herschel Walker.
Okay.
That white people don't put black people in power. In order for a black person to be in power, they have to have a base that will put them in power, and we would be the base. We can't even put a show on power. We can't even. You guys have a show coming up. Your award ceremony. That place should be packed out.
Yep.
I'll leave that alone.
No, facts.
So yeah, it should be packed out. We should be able to empower Real Talk Uncensored to do more things than just have your internet presentation.
Correct.
We should be live. We should have the DMV lit up with Real Talk Uncensored.
Correct.
But niggas got a nigger.
Niggas got
We
a
don't, we don't get it. So the same thing we experience here is the same thing that's going on at Howard, the same thing that's going on at Jackson State. It's niggering. We do not believe in each other enough to sacrifice for each other.
So then the question has to arise then, why are we surprised about something? Why are we up in arms about him leaving if this is the case in the state of our union?
Because this is what we do. We gossip, we complain, we moan, and we get very emotional. But when it comes time to look in the mirror and dig in our pockets and sacrifice, it ain't happening. We don't do it. I'm with Tone. I'm sick of niggas.
Niggas.
Batman out for real this time.
Niggas.
Didn't LeBron build a school in his hometown though?
He can build it. He has a school. Everyone has a school. Umar Johnson said his school is coming up. He's been saying that for the last decade. Every notable celebrity can have a freaking school wherever they want, however they want, and all that stuff. But the thing is like, okay, how is this properly funded? How is it exposed? Where kids go to these things? I mean, remember the whole Kanye West scenario? His school got taken. He had to close. Yeah, he had to close it and all that stuff. But the thing is like, in this scenario, in this case scenario, the way everyone's talking, it feels like with Deion going to Colorado, you feel like Jackson State is going to close its doors within the next few months. And it's like, are you serious?
Right.
This is a college football coach who's going to a different program, going to a different school that he feels is like, hey, well again, better his coaching career, because pretty much the way everyone believes is like, look, he'll be in Colorado between 3 to 5 years. Likelihood he'll probably go to Florida State for a few, and hopefully he'll be in the NFL. Everyone will love to see that.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is like, for him to stay in Jackson State, I didn't even see that. It would have been nice.
It's a stepping stone.
It's a stepping stone. It would have been nice. It would have been this great story, which I saw in 60 Minutes. They did an interview with him. I think a lot of people should watch it. I felt it's like, look, it's a nice story, but let's be honest here. I do not see him being there for 30 plus years. It doesn't make sense.
So why do we always put the weight of the world on our people? Like, why?
It's not the weight of the world.
No, what I mean, I'm going to explain. I'm sorry.
Okay.
What I mean is, we put the whole history of Jackson State University on the shoulder of Deion Sanders, and then when he leaves, you think that history is going to go with him. Why do we do that? Why do we put immense amount of pressure on our figures?
The reason being, he is, and this is not just for black folks. It's also for those of my color scheme. We put so much emphasis on those who have money and power so much. We feels like, well, you got the money, you have the power, you can make some changes. And it's like, okay, great. But then again, perfect example right now, Elon Musk. He has a lot of money, claims he has a lot of power, but he's fucking up a lot of shit in Twitter.
Because
he does not know what the hell he's doing. He's fucking up a lot of things on Tesla. He didn't create it. He just bought it. So the thing is like, when you have someone notable, highly recognized, and things of that nature, you constantly believe this, like, hey, you can make a difference with your money and your prestige and your image and all that stuff, blah, 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 blah. And you forget the fact it's like, this is a job. My job. I just want to coach a football team. That's it. So what does the caller have to say?
Hello.
Caller, who we talking to?
It's Mother.
Hey, good morning, Mother. What up, though? Talk to us.
Good morning. What up, though? Okay, so just like fast, I just want to say, like, the biggest thing that people are not realizing who are not deep within football. They're just looking at the celebrityness of it. What Dion did, he left a fucking blueprint on how to go about winning swag. People are forgetting that part. He left a fucking playbook, a blueprint of how you go about winning games. People are acting so fucking butthurt because he decided, after he was disrespected 10 times over, to move on. It's like, come on, people, get a fucking grip. And I've actually been on social media, mainly TikTok, and because it was like a topic of discussion this past weekend, I've been seeing a lot of students say, you know what, I'm not mad at Dion for making the choice that he did, because when it all boils down to it, folks won't be all right. He had to do what he had to do for business purposes, nothing personal. It was all business. And that's been the collective of what I've been seeing on TikTok with a lot of these people talking. And then, of course, even there was a snippet of an interview that Dion did. I forgot the podcast, but he did the interview and he was explaining about how he like you said, he reached out to a lot of people, a lot of billionaires, a lot of other, folks in the industry of sports to help out. He even talked to who was it, Under Armour, just to get them gear. He talked to another clothing line so that they weren't out here looking like, some were wearing suits, some were wearing, sweats. Everyone could look uniform when they're traveling to visiting schools. He did those things. Yes, we all know he did the 10-year deal with ESPN. And it's like he did more than what half of these folks would do. Yes, he took half of his salary that he made and gave it back to the school to help invest and build it up. He even talked about how, because me being a person, before he got to Jackson State, I used to watch on YouTube. I used to watch the marching band because I'm a former marching band girl. I used to watch how the dance troops of the marching band and their performances. And whenever they would visit Jackson State, their crowd section, their bleachers, were very scarce, half empty. But then when Dion gets there, it's like, damn, I ain't never seen these many blue shirts up in the stands like this before. So much so they had to make, little terrace areas as quote unquote VIP. What was so crazy is that he said when he got there, he couldn't say, I can't put y'all on camera if you're not filming out the stadium.
Hey.
But when they did that, when they so quote unquote did that, he went back, looked at the numbers and said, well, hold on now. Y'all said y'all sold out, but it's only 20,000. Where's the rest of the money?
And what was the answer?
So basically when they... he told me, he said, I need to go figure it out because he said that's affecting my pocket at the end of the day. I don't know what they told him in response to that, but it's like, so they're trying to play him 50, try to make him look stupid and look crazy, look greedy, look selfish. The whole time, he was being transparent with it. So now y'all mad because he's moving on. But like I said in my comment, you got these alumni at these HBCUs. Like I said, they come up there schmoozing, strolling, and hunting. Like, what are y'all really doing?
So what box would you put? What name would you give these people who are mad at Dion? Like, what umbrella would they be under? Like, what? Because they could be Bama's of the week to me, but for you,
they're the same people who were trying to support Herschel Walker. That's how I put them.
If they
I'm gonna give him the bill
Texas
on that.
Atlantis, they Texan Atlantans.
Yeah.
Georgians.
I call those people. Those are the real jitterboos.
Damn.
Damn.
I said what I said.
Not the jigaboos.
At me though. At me though. I said what I said. Those are real jitterboos.
She said at me though. Thank you, Essence.
Thank you.
We appreciate you, baby. Love you. Go
Thank
somewhere,
you.
don't go nowhere.
So, yo, speaking of LeBron earlier,
Uh-huh.
right? So LeBron James, he calls out the media for not asking him about Jerry Jones.
He's an idiot.
You know what I mean?
Why?
But they were quick to say that about the Kyrie. I mean, why is he in it?
Okay, that incident is again where
He's an idiot. He said.
I think he's
why?
an idiot because of the fact that
You don't like LeBron, do you?
I never did. And it was before the decision situation. I just never liked the overhypedness of it.
Were you a fan of? Were you a basketball fan of Ohio? Like at the time, did you like Cleveland? And you were mad because he left.
I didn't care.
Okay.
I just felt it was stupid. I did the whole overhypeness of it. It was ridiculous. Just, dude, make a decision, move on. And he didn't need to take 2 weeks to do it and be televised. That's a whole nother story.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
But the thing is, this scenario is like, dude, you were in your freaking feelings. I don't know why would you want to be asked that question anyway? Look, you have a freaking television show. You could have just discussed it there and call it a day. You didn't. Why would you want the media asking, hey, what's your opinion about, besides the game that you probably, I don't know if you won or lost in that, but you want to be asked about something that is totally irrelevant to what was currently going on. I don't get that.
You think that he wanted to be, or he was just bringing up the fact that, hey, at every turn you niggas is asking me this some wild shit about some people that I don't care about that are not my race.
Right.
So be fair and ask me.
Yeah, okay, I understand that aspect, but really, let's be fully honest. I feel like I feel like reporters should just report what's going on.
Facts.
I don't. It's like, look, let's talk about the game. Let's talk about what's going, what you did, all that stuff. Talk about the pregame, the postgame, all that stuff. Just focus on the game. I do not. Your political statement. You have other platforms for that. You can talk to them after you leave the stadium or the arena and things of that nature. Mind you, yes, these are well intelligent and well informed people, but really, I do not fully need to hear every inch of what they're thinking right now.
But here's the thing, though, because if you flip the script, right? If you flip the script, one could surmise or deduce that your opinion only matters when it's dealing with niggas. I don't want to hear your opinion when it comes to our white people.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay, I got you.
Okay. Okay. In that case scenario, again, that is also on the fault of reporters. Again, that is also where it feels like, look, dude, focus what needs to be focused on. Okay,
You just made a triple double. Let's talk about that. You just made a triple double.
What it is.
Let's highlight that.
I'm not going to ask you about your triple double and then say, hey, so what are your opinions on situation going on with this person? What the fuck? What? Nah, nigga, let's talk about me.
My rocks
what I
off
just
on the
did.
court.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck about that, nigga. I'm not nothing to say.
The thing is like, I'm not saying, the whole essence of, just shut up and dribble situation. I'm not saying that. Like I said, it's like you have other platforms to discuss all that. Given the time frame that you have, because normally, look, I work at sports, I work at college universities. I understand when it comes to those games, and it's like, look, you have whatever window you have, okay, to get whatever statement you need to get out of these people, okay. I don't want to spend. I'm not writing a freaking column about how you feel about Jerry Jones and being in a picture over almost 60 years ago. That is not what I was assigned for. Okay. Now, if that's public knowledge, how does that even enter in? Is that people going off script and doing their own thing? It's going off script. To me, it feels like, I have an opportunity to discuss you about this. I've been to here's the perfect example. I remember going to an interview. I was a camera person, and my interviewer, she ends up asking the then time Steele, who was the lieutenant governor of Maryland, asked him a randomly out of the blue question, okay, that stunned him for a hot second, and he had to rephrase his answer to it to the point where it's sort of like almost like a little further to think about that, blah blah blah. After the fact, after cameras are off, he went to her and ended up saying, it's like, hey, you need to prepare your questions a lot better and pretty much chewed her out in a sense. Yeah. Because that's what there is. These type of scenarios, I feel is like either A, you for LeBron to sit there and say, "Why did you ask me this question?" And it's like,
Bruh.
dude, why your butt feelings hurt about this? It's just like
So now you're doing something. You're doing something. You're contradicting yourself.
I'm
so
not
to speak.
contradicting
You're not
myself.
feeling
No.
the contradiction.
No.
because
What I'm
because
saying-
you're because to me you're mad at the media for doing that thing, but then you're mad at him too for asking why they're not doing the
No,
thing.
like I said.
That's what it sounds like to me.
No, here's
Okay.
like I said,
Okay.
just like I
Sorry.
said before, but about the scenario with the doctor and I mean not the doctor, the person who gave the kidney. It's like you have to blame both sides. I blame the reporters for the fact is like, look, either ask the proper questions at that given in time in a given place. Mind you, we're in a basketball arena. We're talking about basketball. Focus on that. LeBron, hey, I want to be asked. It's like I want to focus on your game. Talk about whatever issues the team's going through. Focus on that. Anything outside that realm, do it on your social platforms. Do it outside that arena.
Ask him in as a guest.
Ask him
Onto your show or onto your-
focus what's going.
Yeah.
Focus in here.
Okay.
That's it.
I'm not mad at you about that. I just the last thing you said just kind of
The
threw
last
me off
thing
a
is,
little bit.
mind you, is
Because I know when you don't like somebody.
Yes,
and
I do not like LeBron.
I know it,
Yes,
and
that's
I
all that
always
matters.
get on you about that. And I always get on you about that. So Blackout said, but that wasn't an issue when they was asking Kyrie questions.
Facts.
Again, based off that scenario, he became a topic. Again, the
So
worst thing.
is
The worst
Jerry
thing,
Jones.
No, again, Jerry Jones. It was the Jerry Jones article. If anyone has ever read it, okay, yes, that picture was exposed through that article. So read the article, then understand why with the picture they got. Did you read the article?
I read whatever.
You read whatever you read.
I read whatever I was privy to.
Right.
Yes,
So
at
I
that
did
time.
not move. I did not go from here and go to another article. No, I didn't. I
Okay.
read what I was privy to.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to be fully admitted. I just saw a picture. I looked at it and it's like, okay, fine. Never read the article. Never understood the article.
Okay.
So I've always I said this before. Even again, I love doing this to you all. I always bring back certain things that
you said in the past.
Yes.
and this is one of the things. Do not assume certain things based off of what you said. All it is a short clip, a picture, and things like that, and a headline. That's it. All I saw was Jerry Jones. It's his face is circled when he was a teenager, a late teenager, and you see a whole bunch of other people, cameras, couple black guys, white guys yelling at him and all that stuff. Don't know what the hell is, and everyone's going up in arms on that whole thing. And again, you want to have LeBron James forcing a reporter to say, "Why didn't you ask me the question about Jerry Jones?
Ooh, I don't-
Did you
ooh.
read?" And again, it's like,
Breathe.
"Hey, LeBron, did you read the article?" That's if I was there, I was asked.
But you were not there.
I was
And
not
you
there.
know, what I want you to do is I want you to address Blackouts who said why, but they asked him about Kyrie, why no one was mad about that. That's what he was asking. I understand how you, and I'm trying to correlate like how
Okay.
the fuck all that shit
Right.
supposed to end up being an answer to this.
Okay, now the Kyrie situation is this.
But were they wrong to ask him about Kyrie though?
The reporter's asking LeBron that?
Yes. Were they wrong for everybody who got a black skin to be asked about Kyrie and Kanye? Were they wrong?
I believe they are wrong. Because of the fact it's like, again, with the Kanye situation, again, and which, again, Kyrie got bombarded by the wave of it based
Correct.
off his statements. I feel like, yeah, because it's like, why are you asking this in this situation?
So you understand how people can ask if you bombarded me with this shit for weeks and weeks and weeks after every game I played. Why now? Because it looks funny. It's throwing people off now
But
that
then
there is
again-
a white rich billionaire. You're not asking me about him.
Again, these type of scenarios where reporters is like, we're supporters, and again, in addition to social media reporters, there's a difference. There's legit reporters, news reporters, and stuff like that. But then there's those social media reporters,
Like TMZ.
like TMZ, like some Instagram follow,
Yeah.
influencer, whatever. Their main objective is to get likes, get clicks, get whatever. And in this scenario, that's where I felt like came about. And to answer
You thought
this
LeBron
question,
was trying to get likes, clicks, and follows?
not just LeBron, just the fact of whoever promoted that. What I'm saying is also the fact now.
It was relevant.
I know it's relevant, but hear me out. With the Kyrie situation again, Kyrie put him in a situation he should never have been in. And unfortunately, and I do agree
Hold
with
on.
this.
Say that again? No, repeat that.
Hear me out. I will explain. Kyrie Irving put him in a situation he should never put himself in because of the fact that the way he stated, just putting out a link to a video on Amazon that's been there for 4 years during a wave of Kanye bombarding us with his random ass bullshit. Unfortunately, he got caught in that wave. And again, for having the reporters constantly ask him, is like, why did you say this? Why did you do this? Hey, LeBron, what do you think about this? Steph, what do you think about this? Blah, 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 blah. You made it bigger than the game. You forget about the game. Your main focus is about Kyrie Irving and a link that he put out there.
Can I pause you for a second?
Yes.
Respectfully. You just said Kyrie put himself in a position. Now, I don't know if he was talking about Kyrie put himself in a predicament or Kyrie put LeBron in a predicament.
Pretty much you can say both.
Okay, then you said he got caught up. Now, which is it?
All of it. Again, timeline. Kanye West goes on his anti-Semitic rate.
Which wasn't anti-Semitic.
Okay, based off of whatever you saw.
Correct.
Kyrie Irving comes out and says, okay, hey, I got this link. It's on Amazon. Hey, everybody should go watch it.
Check it out.
Okay. Boom. Okay, so thanks to the Kanye wave, he gets caught up in it. And then all of a sudden, it's like Kyrie has to go through all this crazy rigmarole of trying to save his job, so to speak.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, again,
Unfairly.
if he did not click on a link, if he did not,
That's
say
not
anything
illegal.
about
It's
it,
not illegal.
he wouldn't. It wouldn't matter.
Why was he punished? Because he just clicked on a link and said, "Yo, you should check this out."
Right.
And
But
it
again,
just so
it's the
happens is the
timing of
timing thing.
everything. It is the time. It's always about
Oh, that's so white of
timing.
you. That's so white.
It's not about
That's
being
so white
It's
of you.
timing.
No, listen, because
if he said it 4 years
So
ago
if-
when this movie
okay.
came
this
out,
shit, he didn't come across the shit 4
If
years
it's-
ago. He came across it now. And it
Right.
just so happens that another person who's the same color as me that I don't even know that can't call my phone because he ain't got my number, ain't my cousin, ain't my daddy, and them is going through some shit. Why am I swept up in that? Because let's be clear, and I'm gonna say this once again. I do this to you. I said this weeks ago. The anti-Semitic rants were not anti-Semitic, so we shouldn't have been here in the first place.
Right.
Second of all, I don't think what the fuck Tone is doing in Stafford should affect me in Atlanta.
No.
If I decide, I didn't see the shit 4 years ago. Kyrie is minding his business in the house 2 months ago and decides to click the shit. It is what it is. I don't think he should check a fucking calendar and say, well, what's going on now? Take the temperature of the motherfucking media before he, no.
Pope makes a post.
No, it's us. We got to check ourselves and wonder why we give a fuck that he posted the link.
okay.
So
So again, the whole scenario is this: if you're trying to find who's at fault of how the media is presented, pretty much you just answered it. It's everybody.
It's
from the
everybody.
reporters.
It is.
It's the
But
reporters
I'm-
and those
But
who
if-
review those reportings.
I'm trying to get from you, though, how you don't see the hypocrisy and you asking me 1,000 questions about every nigga
Facts.
and asking me nothing about these white people. It's
Facts.
hypocrisy. No?
No, still don't see it. Still don't see it. Don't see it. Okay, I mean,
Okay,
hey, look,
yo,
it's okay.
Tone, let me ask you this.
Right.
Okay,
And I'm not a yeller. I apologize.
how many people during this time frame? How many people have asked about Daniel Snyder and his issues?
We
Okay.
haven't heard
Really?
recently?
Either recently, in the past, how many times, based off the scenarios that we've been hearing in this area, how many times, mind you, you yet to hear one commander about it because they can't, because it's in house.
Yeah, it's probably NDAs and all that
Okay,
shit.
so if you ask anyone outside of it, how many have you heard?
Daniel Snyder ain't big enough to come across that shit.
Is
And
it?
guess what? And because his own people and fans that support that team don't even want to fuck with him. It's not like you would get a lot of conjecture or we wouldn't get a lot of that.
Okay, so what's the difference between Daniel Snyder and Jerry Jones?
Jerry Jones is popping, and that shit that he put up, which was put up by somebody in Commander's house, That was put up
Sure
to try
about
to
that?
bring.
Is that an accusation?
That's an accusation.
Is it a conspiracy? That's what you say? Whoa, time out now.
What?
Kiki's views is not the views of Real Talk Uncensored. Please believe this. The rest of us have nothing to do with that.
Listen.
She working all those comments. Yes, it's a conspiracy.
That came out of nowhere.
Really?
And that came out of nowhere.
It did,
The time is very, very.
It's Commander's fault, though?
I believe it.
Oh, my God.
I believe. Look, Daniel Snyder said, I ain't going about myself.
He's been saying that
I
for
don't know.
years.
That picture was in the house.
I don't know.
And he was like,
I don't know.
He getting closer to living down the street
Once
from you,
again,
Tone.
Kiki's views are not the views of Real Talk Uncensored, nor is it White Man or Tone. This is Kiki's sole views and opinions. Thank you very much.
Listen, I'm a whole Cowboys fan, so
Okay.
if that means what it means, that means what it means. But you can't see that, Tone. You just don't want to answer
I'm
it.
not touching that. I don't know nothing.
You can't see that being a possibility. Am I wrong? You can't see that.
You're on an island of your own. You're on that old lone.
Listen, I'm not
lone
touching that
cowboy
one.
island.
I don't know. And
I
I'm
don't
not
know
touching
for
it.
fact. Let me double back. I don't know for fact
okay.
that came from Commander's Kept. There's speculation that maybe
Maybe it was owner who did that. I ain't saying his name though. Nope. No,
but you would call my owner out freely.
I called your owner out because of his picture. I think it was only fair. We call out my owner the other week. I mean,
I didn't know which one to call out. Cause you quit them.
Oh, here
you
we
quit.
go.
Y'all
No,
broke up.
well, you know what?
I don't know.
I was on by with them this week.
Oh yeah.
I was on by with them this
It's
week.
round 2. So
It's
which
round
side
2.
are you?
Where you at?
It's round 2.
Where
this
you
time
at?
I'm gonna lean more towards Washington to get
You
the
are?
job done this time.
Lean more or
I'm going to
lean?
Washington and get the job done.
Lean more or you over here?
We've been over this over and over
Nah,
again.
it's back to the wire again. Y'all been ready. It's head up. You getting ready
So my Commanders will beat the Giants.
Y'all heard it here. Y'all heard it
We'll
here.
beat the Giants. We'll beat the Giants.
All right. Before you leave,
Okay.
2 things.
The Washington Waste Management. What?
Wow.
He said the Washington Waste Management. Sorry.
I guess he gave it to that woman down in wherever that place
Right.
was.
Oh shit! He said,
All right. Again, I want to remind everyone that the after party for the Rippies is at George Avenue.
Give me a second to write it in. Give me address first, please. I'm going to pin it.
Please and thank you. It is. Whoops. Oh, great. I hate when they.
And go slow because I'm dumb.
Yes. The place set again for the after party is from 11 to 3 a.m. So,
Okay.
and it is at the Golden Bar and Lounge, 2917 Georgia Avenue.
17.
Georgia Avenue.
Georgia.
Northwest. It's in Washington, D.C.
I'm actually typing this in for the to pin it. So 2917 Georgia Avenue, Northwest Washington, D.C. From 11 a. What's the name of the bar?
It's called the Golden Bar and Lounge. So,
Okay.
we have one more caller. Caller, say something.
Caller, who we talking to?
Yeah, this is Beowulf.
What's up?
Hey, Beowulf, good
going on, bro?
morning.
What's going on?
Talk to us briefly.
I don't even know where to begin and who to begin with.
Come on.
But, all right, we'll roll it back. Charles Barkley, back in the day, said, "What athletes are not role models? I am not a role model. Don't look towards me." However, all athletes have a huge platform. All these kids, all these grown men betting on games, colleges, everything. They have this huge platform that they can use at whatever discretion they wish. They can post videos from Amazon. They can promote charities. They can promote themselves, or they can not say a goddamn thing and just be quiet and shut up and dribble.
Okay.
Right? So those are the options that you get. Now, the thing with that is something like George Floyd happened, and you want to speak up, you want to step off stage like Kenny Anderson did. He walked off the show. Everybody took a knee for the anthem. Or you could not say nothing at all. But that's just that direction. That's, a great thing, a great cause. But when you go back the other way and you start asking controversial questions, well, now we want to know what you want to know, what you think about everything. So it's either you just shut the fuck up and dribble and don't give your opinion on anything because, okay, Kyrie is anti-Semitic, but I'm more worried about the fact that he's a flat earther. Like, how dumb are you? The fact that you think the earth is flat literally negates
anything that you have to say to me anymore. Like, the athletes have so much power nowadays, and unfortunately, they are employees of who they play for. Good. So that's why the Commanders players understand, like, yo, I got no opinion on nothing because this is my job. And yet Daniel Snyder sucks. And yes, I am a Washington fan. I'm a huge Washington fan. Mm-hmm. I've been a Washington fan since '87. Right? So, yeah, Daniel Snyder does suck. And he is racist. And they do need to change that. And as much as he tries to implement Doug Williams and, you know, whoever he puts in the front office or whatever, it doesn't matter. He is who he is, and he needs to go.
Facts.
And yeah, he did release that photo on Jerry Jones.
See?
And yes,
we have no proof.
Everybody
we have no proof of that.
Everybody.
Once again,
I mean, I can't. Now, hey, brother, I've been a fan. I've been a fan since sophomore in high school, man.
Yeah, I got you.
Sophomore year in high school.
His views are
we
not
understand
our
that Daniel
views.
Snyder put out a statement saying that, bro, I'm not going down alone. Oh yeah, I'm not going to pull him out. Well, let me do this. But I have a bigger question. My bigger question is, if it was a photo of Jerry Jones at a public lynching and he was standing there, instead of, you know, black children trying to integrate a school. So does the context of the photo change how much attention we put on it? What if he was just buying an ice cream cone from or a lemonade from somebody selling lemonade on the corner? Like, wherever you put him at the picture, what was his conversation with his father when he went home after that photo was taken? That's what I want to know, not the fact that he was there, but whether his daddy was in the house saying, ends this and ends that, niggas.
Yeah,
they don't need
that's
to be
exactly
here.
what his father was saying.
May I borrow that for a post today when I leave out of here? May I borrow that topic? I mean that question. May I borrow that?
Absolutely. I put it in the feed. But that's what I want to know. So if he was in a public lynching and somebody circled his photo and then put that up, well, then we're like, oh my God. What? So okay. So it's a social atrocity. Whether you're stopping the integration of small children going to school, or whether you're hanging somebody from a tree, or whether you're buying a glass of lemonade for 5 cents a cup, whatever it is, what was the context of that photo? What was the conversation after that photo? What was the conversation before that photo?
Fuck them niggas.
Let's stop reading everything at face value and look into the depth of what it is. What do you think?
Thank you. What'd you say, Tom?
I was like, yo, the conversation after the fact was, fuck them niggas. Them niggas don't belong.
Right, but okay, maybe it was, Tone. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe he didn't go to his daddy who said fuck them niggas.
Sorry,
maybe he went to his Uncle Joe. And Uncle Joe was married to a black woman. And Uncle Joe said, you know what, that's good for those people. That's good for them.
We won't. The problem is we will never know the content of those said conversations or
and you'll never know because that's not the question that's being asked. They're just being asked that he was in the fucking photo.
But Jerry knows.
And then to be honest with you, Jerry Jones is what, 139 years old? He's going to tell you what he was thinking 121 years ago? You may as well ask him whether he had fried chicken or baked chicken for dinner that night.
Shit.
He not going to freaking remember that.
Yeah, okay.
Now, the other thing, LeBron James. James, I've always respected LeBron James for his money hunt. Mm-hmm. Left Cleveland, went to Miami, got his rings, came back to Cleveland, got his rings. He's in L.A., he's getting his rings. He's got the same woman, same wife, same kids, no problems. Donates money, shoe program, nigga. Scholarship program, nigga. They got streets named after him. You're absolutely right. He went to Miami, he got his wings, he got his rings. And then so everybody was pissed. All right, I'll come home. Here, let me give y'all some rings too. But you know what? Let me go out here to L.A. and see what's popping with these cats.
Go out here and get some rings too. He'll get nothing in L.A. Shut it down.
I'm just saying. That's my take on LeBron. As far as Deion goes, yeah, Deion went down there. They treated him, because he's Deion Sanders. He prime time, and Deion has never been one. Now, if Deion played for one team his entire career, I would have a better understanding of this. But Deion bounced around.
He did.
49er, Dallas Cowboys, Washington, Atlanta. Deion's all over the place. And tremendous athlete, right?
Baltimore.
Played baseball and football.
What year?
Left the baseball game to go to a football game. And still incredible athlete, incredible work ethic. Donated a bunch of his time, a bunch of his money, which he did not have to do, into the school. Gave them the blueprint. And now, you know what? I'm going to Colorado. Like this is what it is. So if these couple years that I've been here, you just sat on your ass and let me work, you let me cut this grass all this time and then watch me cut this grass one time, and now I'm gonna go next door and cut the neighbor's grass. You don't know how to cut your own grass now? Get out of here, man. And y'all gonna put it on the whole black and white. He's going to a white school. Oh, he's in a historically black school. Get the fuck out of here. Money is green. Money is green. Nigga want this money. This nigga came out of his pocket a whole lot to help this school. That was they breaking his car, they broke his office. Okay, I'm gonna go to Colorado. I'm gonna help them out a little bit. And you know what? You're right. He does understand he needs to lay the groundwork to become an NFL coach. Because right now they have the law that you have to interview a black for a head coaching job, blah, 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 blah. I get it.
Yes.
I get it. But I guarantee you he's looking at kids in junior high school right now so that they're in college by the time he's in the NFL and he knows what to look for.
Thank you so much.
I know that Joe Brown over in Oklahoma or whatever, he's in 8th grade. This nigga throw the ball 60 yards. Write this nigga's name down. Joe Brown. You say Hakeem Smith is running a 4.2? He's in what, 8th grade? Go ahead and
he's going with this.
Let me reach out to Hakeem's mom and make sure Hakeem don't get arrested. Does he need some? You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm sure he is. Everybody has a plan. When you're that high up on the ladder, Deion got a whole plan. He got a whole master plan. This wasn't like Colorado came to his house one night, knocked on the door and said, "Hey, bro, $50 million. Come run with us." And he said, "Okay, yeah, no."
Appreciate you. Sorry about that, brother.
Sorry, one last thing.
Tell him.
Ty, if you are listening.
Tag Ty Baby.
Hold on. First, before you do that, man, Will, sorry we had to cut you off in the last month. We went over our time by 5 minutes, so we getting ready to recap. Right. But thank you for calling. Appreciate your comments.
We appreciate you. But here's the last thing. Ty, if you are listening, I am asking.
Sorry, no way.
I am asking if you would be willing for a Valentine's Day date next year.
Putting it out there.
Real talk is making love connections now.
Real talk making love connections.
Ty, somebody tag for Ty Bradley. Let her know. I'm gonna inbox her.
Tag her. We got you.
Yo, last show of the year. Last show of the year. I want to wish y'all a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Y'all be safe out there, man.
Me too. Yeah, next year, bigger and better. Next week. Don't forget Tonight Block. Next
when do
week
we come back? Next
week is Rippies.
What?
Negotiations. I'm sorry, we're in negotiation with that date, so you'll find out in the next couple of weeks.
All right, it's cool. But we're going on vacation. We're gonna finish out this year with our families. Y'all do the same. I hope y'all get everything y'all wanted and wished for.
Yep.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. See y'all next year.
I'm Kiki.
I'm Tone.
Yeah. Peace.